This week, it's the Christmas episode. We're going to get festive with this stuff. Chloe goes to a funeral. David wants more vigilantes to kill CEOs. And I want to shit on a grave. This does
Put it like that. It does not sound good.
Christmassy. Do we do anything festive this one or not?
There was a quiz.
You
know
was
this
festive.
is going out Christmas Eve.
I wore Christmas decorations on my beard.
You did.
Does
You went
really
all out.
count?
You went
truck
all out.
drivers
Come
that are
on.
listening to this are going to be all like not able to see
Yeah,
the festive.
but let's just give it here, right. If they put Radio 1 on or any other radio, it's going to be Christmas songs.
Oh fuck!
What would you
it
rather?
really is. It is going to be all of
Christmas
those,
songs.
like Mariah
like
Carey
them as
and Slade. Now, don't get me wrong, the Slade one's great, but I've heard it so many fucking times. I am sick of that shit. I cannot fucking stand it anymore. Please stop playing Christmas songs.
So we've done everyone a favour.
You know what's funny? We never actually started this episode. This is we're recording this at the very end, at the very, very,
Oh
very,
yeah,
very,
maybe
very,
you should
very, very, very
introduce
end.
us. Yeah,
And Tom never
introduce us,
actually introduced us. So you're never.
Oh, I
gonna
didn't
actually...
either. Yeah, that's true enough. Yeah, in fact, this is actually weirdly, this is still before the intro as well. So we've not even done the intro right. We have fucked this entire thing. Yeah, hi, I'm Tom, David, Chloe. You know us by now. If you listen to this fucking podcast, you know exactly who's on.
Don't forget to strap in, strap down.
Oh yeah. Oh, so don't forget to strap in and let's strap in, let's strap down, and let's
Strap
do this.
down,
We've been off
and
for a
let's do
few
this.
weeks. We're really sorry about that. There was a whole
my
lot
bad.
of things. Yeah, but play the intro. Play the intro.
This is just another trucking podcast.
I don't have anything planned, but I
Your
just-
beard is so very bushy this week.
Big bushy beard.
He's got
Me
a
or
great
Chloe?
big bushy beard.
Huh?
You,
Well,
mate,
yeah,
sorry. Chloe's is nice and tidy.
and
Unbrushed. I can talk about a funeral I went to, I guess.
oh, that's exciting. Jesus Christ.
Really? Funerals,
Well-
that's what I'm going to do. Because
well-
I'm sure we did this on the last episode.
All right. Well, is it bad that Okay. Well, it's not going to start at that side, but so obviously I've had a funeral, which is why my brother was down from America, and I was very antisocial. I'm very sorry. Basically, I went to the funeral because I felt I had to. So it was my nana. All right, she was a lovely lady. Don't get me wrong, but my brothers were close to her, and my other family, I've never had that connection. So obviously I went anyway, and I couldn't get Logan covered, so he came with me, knowing full well that he probably wouldn't be able to deal with it, in which case I wouldn't have to go to the funeral. Oh no, oh, he can't deal with it, what a shame, oh. Which I feel, well, I don't feel awful for because I didn't have to go into it, but I still made the effort. That's what counts. I was more sad about my horse.
I understand that.
Yeah, I get that.
You're allowed to be sad with whatever you want to be sad with. You really, really are.
But
And because the horse meant something to you more. You know,
Yeah.
you lived for that horse.
so I,
By the way,
I mean,
we didn't actually bring it up in the last podcast, but Chloe's horse did die.
my horse did
Last
die.
month.
Yeah.
We had said
I was a little bit on the edge
then.
then. It was probably too soon. But me and
Yeah.
Logan. So I took Logan for a walk. So we were like, "Oh, what a shame. Never mind. But everyone is fine. Don't worry." They're like, "Oh, we'll look after him." No, it's okay. Don't worry. You guys go in. It's fine. So anyway, me and Logan walked for a long walk around like the crematorium area. It was right. So we were running around, and Logan suddenly was aware of all these burials or whatever they were, but people had obviously given gatherings or put toys down, things like that. So he was running around going, "Wow, look, mummy, look at that thing, look at this thing, look, there's a dog statue, blah blah blah." So he was running around my phone taking photos, having a great time, legging it up and down. Anyway, I walked round to go around. After about 10 minutes or so, I'd been stood around with him playing, looked around, and there is the biggest window ever, and there's the funeral staring at me.
Oh my god!
and I was just like, Logan, come in this way.
sidestepping
He's
out
like,
of
"Why,
frame.
mummy? Why?" I was like, "Get your ass over here." Why? I was like, "Just let's run. Just get the fuck out of it. Come on." So we get out of the way, and then yeah, obviously everyone saw me, but apparently it was a highlight, and everyone loved seeing Logan running around. So I was thinking, oh god, they're all gonna be like, "Fucking move, you stupid woman." So yeah, that was fun. At least it was our funeral, and they knew me.
That's such a Chloe thing to happen. It really is.
Honestly, it's not. I see. I'm never very good at like funerals. Like I always worried that I maybe like I was a psychopath or something like that for like the longest time, because like everyone, I don't know, you kind of go and everyone's like looking at you like expecting you to cry or do something sad, and you're like, I just don't feel like anything right now. Don't get me wrong, I know I will do, and it's going to hit me at some point, but right now, like, the thing that I'm thinking about is how awkward I am about how many people are here and how little I like it that there's people here, and people keep coming up to me and going, I'm so sorry for like what's happened to this, and I'm like, I don't know who you are. I don't care about your condolences. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm sure it's really nice that you're coming up to me and you're saying that, but who the fuck are you? And why should I like be like, you know? I don't
You're
know.
a proper dickhead, aren't you?
I don't know. I just there's so many people, and I just can't deal with it. There's
Did
too
you
many
not
fucking people.
like acknowledge and speak to them like you should have done, or did you just be like, "What do you want? It's fine."
I did the polite thing. I was like, "Oh, thank you very much," and stuff. All I was thinking is, I don't know who you are. It's like when my uncle died, and like people come up to me and like I'm just like, don't worry, it's been a long while since I've seen him. I was sad about it, but like not there and then. And I think there's like almost like an expectation that when you go there, this is you right now, just be sad now. But I don't work like that. I can't just be sad on demand. Like, I'll be sad when I want to be.
It does depend how you look at it, though. Like, I'm not very good at funerals just because I get easily emotional. Like, if I see someone crying, but I wouldn't be crying about my nana dying. Well, I'd be upset, obviously, but I'd be more crying watching my mum struggle or something. That's what I would struggle with. Whereas, like, I used to try and just ignore everything going on and think of things I thought and not concentrate and just do something else. So you wouldn't cry, but
go on.
I was just more going to say, I'm struggling. I wouldn't say struggling with it. Like, I'm going to go back to Ireland for immediate family who die. You know, it's just what where does that line start? If my uncle dies, do I go home? It's again, this is very expensive. You know what I mean? We have to my wife has to take time off work so she can watch the kids now because I have to fly all the way to Ireland for a week. You know what I mean? As in, like, it's not the easiest thing in the world for me to go back to a funeral.
They you can do live stream now as well, so you don't actually have to attend. You can watch the live stream.
She's right. She is. I've done that to my aunt. Actually, with my aunt.
We did it. We had live stream.
There was a live
A
stream.
funeral live stream. What the fuck is happening in the world?
Also, part of the thing when I went in, we sat in a waiting room for a minute because it was bloody freezing outside. And the lady goes in and goes, "Oh, you can hear the funeral, can't you?" I was like, "Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it." "Oh, would you like the live stream on?" "No, thank you. No, I think it's too much for the child. It's quite all right, thank you."
But if you're watching a live stream, do you still get suited and booted for the live stream if you're watching it?
What, just sitting at home all suited up?
I mean, I'm just
Also,
like I'm not saying, but could you technically watch a funeral in your underwear? I mean, is that disrespectful, or do you have to, even if you sat on your sofa at home, do you have to get in a suit? What are the new rules? Because this is a new fucking world. This,
I completely forgot I did that. It was in the middle of the night. It was like a 4 a.m. or something. Because
you watched it in underwear?
I don't remember what I was wearing when I was streaming it. When I was watching the live stream. I don't even know. To be honest with you, I don't think I stayed that long. But what I did do, which they were very grateful about afterwards, is that I screen recorded the entire thing. And so I actually have the only copy of that entire stream.
Because it only lasts for 30 days, doesn't it? And then they delete it. That's it. Gone forever.
I'm sure. I don't know. I just went ahead and I'll watch this later because I'm sure there were some speeches, there were some eulogies or whatever you want to call it, and I wanted to hear those. And because so I don't know. It's just I didn't go back for that one. I think that was because it was kind of COVID. I don't know. It was.
To be fair, my brother, depending, like you say, it depends who it is. Because he was so very close to my nana, that's why they came back. There was no question he was coming back. If it was someone else, probably not. You know.
Yeah.
But like, is there like, is it? Do you think it'd be okay to make up like a kind of a list of people that you'd be happy going to their funeral? Like, so you kind of like, then that way you've kind of got it preset in your
like
head.
a VIP list?
Basically, a VIP list for funerals. Like, this uncle here was great. That uncle's a bit of a knobhead, so he doesn't make the list. And then when your mum calls and said, "Oh,
So
Uncle
if you
John,"
die personally, and this is your list of people who are allowed to grieve, is this what you're on about, or just?
No. I'm talking
In
about
my
going,
will,
for
you're not allowed to
David.
grieve. Oh, okay, right.
No.
I'm
I'm talking about like for instance, like David's got like has like if he's going back to Ireland, and the same thing is if I have to like kind of travel back down to Kendal, say, which is you
still
know
a journey.
it's still
It's
a
a
few
mission.
hours. Like
Yeah.
I mean,
You're
don't
really
wrong.
comparing anywhere in England to my entire trip.
David,
Right.
we are living in England, which is very expensive at the moment. It's a lot of money to travel.
Yeah, but exactly, yeah, it feels very expensive right now.
Yeah.
I've just filled up my car, and I have a C-Max, and that cost me nearly fucking 70 quid. So yeah, where certain people are making the list, certain people are not making the list. But like, you know, for
You are
instance,
not
like
worth my
Uncle
fuel.
George, if Uncle George, like as an example, he dies, and I'm like, he's a bit of a knob. Like, I don't go wrong. But then if my mum calls up, I already have that plea planned out, and I can say, no, that guy's a knob. I don't want to go to his funeral, and
Wow.
I don't know,
Wow.
just
Not even make up an excuse like, oh, I'm really busy.
no.
at work,
I will
or-
say that's one thing I like about my mum. We have a very kind of a very honest relationship, and I feel like I can say that person's a knob. I'm not going to that person's funeral, and you know what? The list that I've got, I'm pretty sure my mum's got the same list. Like
brutal.
when grandma dies, I'm not going to that funeral because she could burn in hell, and my mum will have the same thoughts about that. So yeah, that one's not a joke.
Wow.
No, but seriously, she can burn in hell. That's
No, but seriously, yes. Hell is waiting for her. Yeah.
And
I
what?
think
will
there
be
might
hot.
only be 3 people on my list, to be honest with you. My parents. I'm like brothers and sisters. That won't happen for forever. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like in the next 20 years, kind of thing. You know. But I was, and I got one aunt left, and I kind of don't want to go back to it for my aunt because it's just going to be the most saddest thing in the world, and I don't want to be sad. And seeing everybody, I feel like every time I would see somebody, the tears would come down. You know what I mean? I kind of don't want that. I love my aunt. She's one of my favorite people in the world.
Just realised something. This is the Christmas episode.
Do you know what would be really convenient, David? Is if they all synced up their deaths. One hit
That
wonder.
would be nice. That would be nice if they
Yeah.
all synced up their debts.
Yeah. This is a good
But it's-
Christmas episode, yeah. I'm enjoying this.
Thanks, Chloe. That's a great start to the Christmas episode.
We're not doing it on a downer, come on.
We're not doing it on a what?
On a downer. Like a
Or downer.
No, we're not down on it. We're we're fine.
Well,
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
Well, Tom, so if you don't want to go to a funeral because she can genuinely burn in hell, would you not want to then go to the funeral to watch her go down? And you can be like literally stand there and go,
No, not
"Fuck
really.
you, fuck you.
No, not really. I trust it. There's I have got some beard ornaments that Kale got me like last year, which are pretty awesome.
David's getting the beard ornaments out.
He's got some like.
It's only
ornaments that you
once
can
a year I
fix
wear these.
There is one person that I won't mention who it is, but me and another person has agreed that when they die, we're going to be going to their grave, and we're going to both at the same time have a shit on their grave.
Okay.
And
What, for real life?
yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be strategic about that though, right? Like nighttime.
Well, I don't know. Could you technically could you make a cross if you shuffled enough? Like that's what we did.
Do you know what you
Anyways,
should do?
Merry Christmas, everyone.
You should shit in a bag, take it there, set it on fire, and put it there. Bit like when you ring a doorbell and put dog shit there on fire. No, human poo on your grave on fire.
So you basically just said that you're making someone else's life terrible, which I know, but this person deserves it. So unfortunately, it's one of them things. The reality is they'll probably just leave it, and then no one will go near that grave, and that's honestly for the best. And yeah, that's
my wife won't let me have a grave.
What? That sounds really controlling.
I'm not allowed to be buried. She doesn't want to waste her money. On,
okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
More Christmas baubles for the beard. That's what you should have got.
You are not allowed to be buried. You will be stuffed in the corner of a room.
I genuinely think that I would like a Viking burial.
That would be pretty cool.
Oh, what would they send her out on a boat?
Would it be live streamed?
Can be.
You could get a drone live stream.
You can.
A bit like Lord of the Rings, where you go down the massive waterfall and.
Well, just go to the very edge of the world where the water's falling down, and you know. Oh wait, no, it's a wall of ice, isn't it? That's what they realised that the water falling off the edge would run out eventually, so they were like, "Oh no, it's ice. It's covered in ice. That's what it is."
You know, there's a
glass dome.
There's a lot of flat earthers out there who have actually said, "Oh, okay, the world is round," because of one experiment that got done by multiple people, including themselves, was when they went to the North Pole and they have 24 hours of daylight. To them, that actually, to us, it kind of looked like it kind of makes it look like because the sun is just going around the sky in one big circle. It kind of looks like a flat Earth then, but to them, that's actually more of a round because it's impossible to have to see the sun for 24 hours, cycle. But a lot of people are like,
get
okay.
Illumination, don't they, going around?
The only thing is, it's with a lot of this stuff, it's you have to kind of individually prove to people, and like I found there's so much disinformation about just everything at the moment, and it feels like almost like people are wanting the waters to be as murky as possible, so that you kind of. It was what was it? I was watching on John Oliver, and someone was saying, "I think we need to hear a little bit less from the experts because what do they know?" And I'm like,
"What, the real life experts?"
But they're experts. That's what they do. They're like, I mean, it'd be like asking a truck driver to back in something. Oh no, he knows a little bit too much about trucks. Let's get this guy over here, Fred. He's great. He loves Nigel Farage. Never driven a truck before, but I think he's going to be great at backing this truck up. Right, but we need an expert. That's why we've got to have an expert. That's the whole point of them. I don't know.
That sounds about right.
Kind of like that. So, have you? I take it you've heard about the whole Arla situation. David, you might not have. This is
huge. At the moment, it's crazy big in the UK. This. Go on, explain.
So this is. I don't know where the information's been spread. So basically, Arla Food, who supply, they're all in conjunction with farms supplying milk to sort of like supermarkets. There'll be special brands and things like that for Arla milk, Arla cheeses. Spreads, you name it. So they've got they're trialing a chemical or like a product that the cow ingests.
It's a microbiotic.
That's it. So it basically goes.
It's no different to when you go out and get the little tub for yourself and get a microbiotic.
Like a Yakult or
That's
something.
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So they're having this, and then people are saying, "Oh, it's like there's chemicals or something going into the system," and then basically it goes through the body, it gets like absorbed by the cow or digested by the cow and things like that, and then the effect of it is basically it stops producing the methane gas.
So it doesn't stop.
It very much lowers it, doesn't it?
Reduces the amount of methane.
So but it's quite a substantial amount, from what I understand.
There's some people who don't know what methane is. I
Gas.
wouldn't have known if it wasn't for me reading the chat right now. I was like, oh yeah, okay.
Stop.
Farts.
Basically, fart gas. Yeah, farts.
Yeah.
Although
that stuff.
actually, it's actually cow's burps that the worst part. But yeah, anyway.
Oh, is it?
Really?
Okay. So
Yeah.
gross. So basically, it's meant to bring it back down a controlled level, sort of thing, or help reduce it, which is obviously the ozones, blah blah blah. So someone's down the line. I don't know where the information has come from, but they've turned around and says, "Oh my god," because apparently this probiotic or something can kill
Actually,
humans
Chloe,
or cause
Chloe,
cancer.
Chloe,
is that
Chloe.
right?
Just one second. Just 1 second. Right. Let's play a quick game here, David.
Okay.
So this is the setup for this, yeah. Whose name in this huge conspiracy is gonna come into this? Think of a name that always comes up with these things.
Trump?
And guess it. No.
Okay,
not
okay,
Trump's not this one.
Okay.
Huh?
And named Musk.
Close enough, but no. But go on.
Hold
So
on.
I
Okay,
thought-
let's take a look.
I thought you'd guess it.
Boris Johnson.
No, it's the one that always comes up with the COVID and also COVID tests and stuff like that.
Oh, I don't know who it is. Who is it?
Oh, okay. Oh, Bill Gates. Because
Really?
Bill Gates
really?
always gets chucked into these things.
Is that who basically said it?
No. Basically, so Bill Gates invested into this because
Right.
it's a good idea that's going to help the
Yeah.
environment. So
Yeah.
obviously, Bill Gates invested
But
in this.
because he's going to
The
make
same
money
thing-
out of it, or potentially, or something.
and like
Oh,
the
I
same
don't think
thing.
he's big into money making anymore.
No, he's a massive
No, but
like,
it's
insane
still,
for
it's still going to be.
Do you know the reason why people say that Bill Gates put microchips in the COVID vaccine? Do you know where that rumor came from?
No.
I have no idea.
It's basically Bill Gates was investing in a company that was trying to make a special type of kind of dye, basically, that they could put in a vaccine. And then when they come out to kind of look at everyone, they can basically say, oh, this person's been vaccinated, this person's been vaccinated, but this person hasn't. And so they could easily
Right.
identify the people that hadn't been or had been. And because of that, people like, microchips. He's put microchips inside you. He knows
Right.
where. But then the thing was that the whole thing was that basically Bill Gates would be able to track your every location, no matter where you went in the world, could track every single thing, could work out what you were doing,
Why would he
forgetting the
want
fact
to?
that we have fucking mobile phones that do it already. He doesn't need to put something inside of us. We carry it around willingly and we go out spending fucking hundreds of pounds
Well,
on the
he wasn't.
bastard thing.
He wasn't able to make
Anyways.
money on that because nobody was buying the Microsoft phones anymore.
Yeah.
It's basically iPhone or Android, and so he was like, "Okay, I gotta figure out another way to track the people."
Yeah.
But
And also as well, Zune, that failed. I actually quite like Zune. It came in brown. That was
Zoom.
nice. Yeah. Let's not
the
go
MP3,
there.
the
Anyways,
MP3 player.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Right,
the,
okay.
the Microsoft Zoom was the iPod killer.
Right. Okay.
It did
I
go
never
well.
really had them. Right. Okay.
It didn't kill anything.
So basically,
Itself.
this product anyway is where we're getting at is basically that the product is meant to be dangerous for humans, isn't it? If we ingest it, and then obviously
Okay.
someone's turned around and says that whatever it is going into these cows is now going into our milk, and then they're selling it on the shelves. So everyone that's heard this big rumor has taken it on board, and they're boycotting our milk and
Yeah, but
cheeses.
I think if you probably gave your cult to a cow, that'll probably be dangerous for the cow because it has a very, very different digestive system.
Well, yeah,
Like,
that's the thing. It's fine for the cow because cow's got 4 stomachs anyway. There's pretty much nothing a cow can't digest or deal with. So for the cow, they're quite hardy and it's fine.
They got a couple
But
of stomachs to handle that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. So they're fine, and it's not. At no point is it going in the milk. It's just literally it's being absorbed by the body.
So I'm actually going to bring this back round to
The non-experts.
to trucks
Oh,
because
okay.
having actually been part of the food system and like being like even just like a little part of it, which is like cattle feed and stuff like that.
Yep.
They are so fucking anal about what you can put. Like, say for instance, like with the bulk tippers, when they're bringing stuff in, they need to see a record of like, what was the last thing you had on? It was wheat, right? Have you swept it out since the
Yeah,
wheat?
just got mixed
And if
it.
it was wheat, if it's because you can't. So certain things were a sweep. Some things were a wash. and some things were a sterilization. Gav,
but that's because you
Gav
can't
knows what we're
cross-contaminate.
talking about because he does this shit all the fucking time. This is what he does. So he knows. Like
Yeah.
he can. This lad can back me up on it. By the way, Gav's in the chat. So for the live chat as we've got going on. But basically, it's as anal as it fucking gets. It's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. People would make a conspiracy. Well, they do. They make a conspiracy out of literally anything. They've made a conspiracy out of cow farts.
I feel like
Genius.
I genuinely at this point want to make our own conspiracy theory. I don't know what. What would you do?
Mm-hmm.
What can we do?
What's David's beard hiding? Have you ever seen behind the beard?
I don't have a double chin. I have none.
Do you think he's got an extra?
It just
vagina
cuts
there?
off there. Nothing.
I am. Are we? I have no idea how to contribute more to this conversation.
Pair of balls.
When it comes to
You can have a
your
bum chin.
methane. Huh?
That's weird. I've never seen your chin. Have you got a bum chin?
I don't know what a bum
I
chin
think
is.
Gav is suggesting that you're Peter Griffin.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with it. Whatever makes you guys happy.
But what's the dumbest conspiracy you've heard? Because there's been a lot that seems to have come up recently.
It's kind of hard to get past the flat earthers, to be honest with you. But I don't know. I don't listen to too many conspiracies anymore. But yeah, I don't know. You caught me off guard. You can't just ask me a fucking question like that.
That's an easy one.
There must be
Right,
stuff
okay,
going on in
okay.
America.
Give me multiple choice.
Okay, I've got a nice change of pace for a topic.
Okay.
Let's talk about Luigi. Is it Mangialone?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with it.
Fucking let's talk about that shit.
I think we
Chloe,
should.
I don't know if I know this shit. What is this shit?
Right.
I might do.
Do you have TikTok, Chloe?
Not really, but
Oh,
it's,
okay.
it's about.
Well, if you kind of watch YouTube lives or anything like that, for your feed for some reason is going to start getting inundated with this shit, and you'll start hearing about it everywhere. I talked about this to Kale the other day, and now whenever I hear her on TikTok, that's pretty much all I can hear on her feed. It's just this same thing over and over again. It's basically Luigi shot and killed a CEO. Was it 2 weeks ago? Was it?
Whatever.
It was
Oh,
a
I don't know
little
about
like
this.
not that long ago, basically. And for the
CEO
CEO
of United Healthcare, which is
Which
huge
is the
healthcare.
really
Like
important
we're
part of
under
this.
United Healthcare,
Okay.
and it's a business, not government ran or anything, But as in so yeah,
Okay.
the CEO of this one, he assassinated basically, like
Wow. I did not
emptied
hear
an
about this.
emptied an entire clip into him.
But so here's the thing with it, because this is all this has kind of created a massive conversation. It kind of like Kale said to me, it was a bit like in a way like Rosa Parks. I'm not kind of comparing like the kind of obviously the civil movement and stuff like that, but as in like it's a kind of almost like a watershed moment where this one person has like potentially enacted a huge string of events that led down the way as such, or
Okay.
maybe hopefully
Now,
anyways.
Chloe, the reason being because this CEO has caused thousands and thousands and thousands of people to die, by
Right.
refusing to give them health care. Basically, their goal is to give their customers as least amount of health care as possible, which saves them from spending money, which means they
and
make a lot more
United
money.
have got the highest denial rate of
Yeah.
any of all of them. Like,
So it's
Well,
basically like an
did you know that
insurance thing,
before
isn't it?
this?
Where they just get denied stuff. Right.
Yeah, so basically, a lot of people are like thinking that Luigi is basically a hero. He's somebody finally stepped up and making an example of his CEOs or something,
Right.
And to be honest with you, I'm not hating the guy. I'm not hating the guy. I hate CEOs.
Through something bad, potentially he's done a good deed, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you know,
In a lot of people's
because
eyes.
he's been in so much medical treatment over the last few years, and he's been getting denied. And basically, he had
is
enough.
that right? Is that confirmed then? Or is that still part of the
didn't confirm
speculation?
it myself. I didn't have that.
So
but
right. So I don't know. Basically, he has chronic back pain. That is known. He does have chronic back pain, and I don't know if this is now known. And I'm guessing that your missus is hopefully going to fact check me on this here, but I don't know whether or not he actually has been denied multiple times, or if maybe just once, or if what's the actual. But the kind of what's thought is that basically United has been denying him, and he's just basically just snapped and just gone at the guy. And
So he's basically
like,
gone, I've got nothing to lose at this point, where the situation
yeah, and
something
it's
needs to change. Yeah.
like, well, pain makes people do crazy things. Like it's horrible. But like the thing is they are parading him around, and like you see it, they've got like he's surrounded by like all these FBI and like all these different people, and they're parading him like making him like, I don't know. Well, obviously he's a criminal, but like kind of really playing up to this, and
Okay.
it's kind of like it is having like the opposite effect of what I think they're hoping this would, because like there's this one person, he has taken a life in a day, that is horrible, but then on the other side, the CEO has overseen, and I can't remember what the percentage is, but it was something crazy, like it was maybe like over a 30% denial rate. So out of all the people that called up,
technically, he could have basically should be going down for like manslaughter. Some of these like refusals, sure,
but it's legal.
Some people might die and
Everything
stuff.
they did was legal. Now, one of the biggest problems is that I think he introduced AI into automatically refusing, where basically you're getting denied because of AI, and they know that they're doing it wrong. But a lot of people, it's like they know that most people will not fight it. They will, as soon as it's denied, they're like, but it's very easily winnable, and they know that people just don't have the energy to fight, so they're
Right.
just going to go ahead and accept the results of this of their denial, you know. But
Yeah,
anyway,
it's
but
not easy to attain.
the three
Fuck it,
words that is what you're going to be hearing is deny, defend, depose. All right. Now those words were actually written on the shell casings of the bullets.
Oh wow,
Alright.
we went to that detail. Bloody hell.
You know, and there's this woman. She actually got arrested there last week or 2 weeks ago, basically because she said, because she just got denied coverage, and she said to them, as in like deny, defend, depose. She just said that to them, which basically they took that as a threat, and she got arrested. And now she's like 47 years old. She's got 3 kids. She's just, you know, she doesn't have guns. She has nothing, but she's getting she got arrested for terrorists.
Wow.
And basically just a bunch of shit, making a really big example of her, that nobody needs to do this. And you know what, I don't know, maybe that is going to end up hurting their cases, because I would not want to be a CEO right now of a major company that decides people's lives. And I'm not hating it. I like fucking hell. I was kind of hoping there'd be a movie about this kind of thing way before this. Like I even created this movie in my head as I'm like, yeah, you know, I wish there was a vigilante that would just go around shooting people who are able to make decisions that hurts too many people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The problem is with like, especially like America now, is that there seems to be a kind of a vilification of watchdogs. I mean, you look at what is it? What is the civil the construction? Who looks like construction accidents, stuff like that in America? Do you know what the
OSHA?
OSHA now. So like OSHA is which is like basically it's like just. It's HSE basically in the UK.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they're taking away their powers to be able to go into places and be able to charge people, and they're reducing the amount of numbers of these people, and it just seems to be happening more and more, and it's kind of like a vilification. And the thing is, I speak to some people, and some of some of the talking points that they've got are the same ones that these CEOs have been pushing and pushing and pushing, and it almost feels a bit like we're kind of getting to a point where it feels like we're almost like regressing, and we're giving more and more power to these people who just don't give a fuck. It genuinely terrifies me, like, in a way, because like you've got these people, and it is a dystopia in a sense. I mean, like, you've got this company that's like denying, like, is it like 30% of people that comes to them? How many deaths? I mean, like, there's no care about, like, when that letter comes through and says like you've been denied, like, that must be devastating. I mean, imagine like having a hospital like stay because of an emergency, and you get denied coverage for it, despite the fact you did everything right. You paid into the healthcare and stuff like that. Again, people slag off the NHS. People say, "Oh, it's shit. It's this. It's that." Honestly, the NHS, yes, it has its problems, but I tell you what, it's fucking amazing.
It is amazing.
It is absolutely fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, we have to wait. Yes, it can be a pain in the ass. Yes, you get a doctor who can be a knobhead sometimes. But honestly, the fact is, like, you know, I needed a chest X-ray, yesterday, and I'd lost the letter. I blamed Kale for this. I'll be honest. There's a chance it may have been my fault. I may have put.
It's finally just admitted
I
it's
lost
his
the
fault.
letter. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. She knew it was my fault anyways. Well, I don't know. Maybe. But I lost the letter. I knew what time it was at, and I knew what ward it was at. So we went up there. I took the day off yesterday, and went up to the hospital. And she goes, "Oh yeah, you should be at a different hospital. You should be. You should be at Workington Hospital." And she goes, "Don't worry, give me a second." And she went and talked to someone. Says, "Yeah, we'll see you now." I walked in there. I was in and out in less than 10 minutes. I paid for 2 hours fucking parking, by the way. But no. Fucking 10 minutes. Not even 10 minutes, I don't think it was, in fact. And, like, but then those are the things that people seem to forget about when we're talking about the NHS and how shit it is and this and that and the other. Honestly, it's fucking amazing. Yeah. We have this thing where you pay a little bit out of your wages. Whatever you need, they will see you.
Yeah,
it is there. Yes, okay. There are failings. There are things that we need to, like, definitely do.
But
Some
it's not
the mental health
fault,
stuff.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. They are doing their absolute fucking best to make sure that we are cared for the way that we should be. And honestly, genuinely, it genuinely makes me proud to know, like, the NHS is part of Britain. Like, that's proper British, like. And, like, just looking at, like, what for people, like, people are so desperate in America that they're resorting to violence. It is just wild to me.
When it comes, like, I was sick last week. I was sick as I was in the last 20 years, I feel, and I didn't want to go to the doctor because I didn't want to spend money. I really didn't. You know what I mean? And it turns out all I had to do was do a live stream, not a live stream, but a video chat. And then I figured it was only $10. Okay, I didn't realize how much. First of all, I thought it was going to be like $100 just to get seeing and all that kind of stuff. But it was actually, they don't advertise how cheap it can be, sometimes. But a lot of people, they just won't go into the doctor because of how much of a hassle it is, how much it costs.
Yeah.
And just a headache. They are making it easy now. Now we can do video chat with the doctor and everything, and they don't need to be, like, shining a light into your throat or whatever or any of that kind of stuff.
They can just find out your symptoms, and go with it.
Yeah. And I got a prescription, and it was waiting for me at the pharmacy. Half an hour later, it was like, fuck. Okay, this is a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. But the problem with the kids, though, they can't really take any chance with the kids. I'm like, yeah, bring them in. That's one because they just can't diagnose the child, and they don't want to take that gamble. So we have to go in a lot of the time for the kids. But I don't know. It breaks my heart that America is supposed to be the best country in the world, and there is so many people in poverty. Like, look at have you seen the cabinet for the presidents? When Trump goes into office, what the cabinet's going to be like? He's bringing all billionaires in.
It's
He's
crazy. It's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, I've seen some of it. Yeah, like
You
Elon
know, as
Musk
in,
and
like,
stuff.
Why are people okay with this? People who actually, over 50% of the country went, okay, this is fine. You know what I mean? As in, like,
It's like that GIF with the dog with the burning around it. This is fine.
you know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense to me why they're cheering on these cabinet members, And they're saying now that Trump isn't even president, it's going to be Elon is the president because basically he's
basically the ringleader now, is he?
he seems to be because he's the richest person in the world, and he ended up because of when Trump got elected, his net worth went up by over nearly $200 billion. So now
Wow.
he's up to $480 billion worth now, and which is absolutely insane. And I like my buddy. Within 1 week, he made. What did he make? He made like $300,000 within a few weeks because of the stocks that he has with Tesla, and basically just everything
Wow.
went up. Once I don't know how this works out, but the rich are definitely gotten richer because of Trump already, and he's not even in office. And I don't know. People seem to be loving the fact that rich people are getting richer, and you're not rich.
Yeah,
People,
but there is something that is happening at the moment with Tesla. Right. What sort of people like Teslas?
tech
Apart
people,
from-
geeks.
But like more kind of left leaning
Yeah.
and
yeah,
more
apparently.
left leaning and
I'd say so.
more like eco stuff like that. Yeah, so Tesla sales are crashing at the moment because of this.
Are they?
This is reported news. I'll bring it up 1 second.
They're crashing. What, failing, basically?
So this is the Telegraph. So this
They're
is
not. The sales are
very,
down, is what he meant to say.
Oh, right, okay. Sorry, with you.
Basically, yeah. It's well,
He
I
wanted
don't know. They are technically crashing as well. There is like a
no more than any other vehicle on the road. All right. More vehicles are crashing because of human error than they are robot error. All right. So there's no point just because one Tesla.
No. I just point out, I at no point denied it was the people, but Tesla drivers are the fucking
they do
worst.
randomly
Well,
combust
you're
as
biased
well,
about
don't
that
they?
ever since the very start. So
They do combust, though, as well.
yes, you are. Ever since I've known you, every time Tesla comes up, oh, Tesla drivers. I hate Tesla drivers.
Yeah,
Fuck those.
because
Tesla
they're very
drivers.
hateable. That's why.
Yeah.
I quite like the
Just a
Polestar.
fact. You know what?
Polestar?
I quite like that. I you know what? If I'd have one of them. Because they
My-
do look nice.
My brother got a good deal on it. Well, it was earlier on in the year. He got a good deal on it, renting it for like dirt cheap. And I tell you what, he said he put a full tank of electric in it before he left London. They made it all the way back down to Devon and like halfway around Devon before they had to charge it. And then it took like 20 minutes to charge at a fuel station. You just walk in and go and get coffee or something. And I think it was quite small, but the price of them, I think like you can get a brand new one for about 26 grand. Which is nothing when you think about
It's
a brand
really
new
not.
car. Yeah, that is not. And it was sure, it was really nice. I liked it. It was really nice.
So there is something I quite like about the electric cars and the charging, and if they take off, I think it might give birth to like the little chef revolution. Because driving used to be a bit of a thing, and like that was always like that's the reason
Right,
why you'd
and
always
you'd
go to like a
always
little
stop
chef.
at a
You'd
proper
always
little
stop for
services,
somewhere,
yeah.
and like there was kind of like these little places,
Yeah.
and I think there might be a kind of a resurgence of that, and
You
I
might be
want
right,
Little
to be
Chef
fair.
back. I want to go back again because. I think it was really nice, but I think it may have also been shit. I don't know.
Have you ever been Gloucester Services?
So, yes, but do you know T-Bay Services?
I probably
always
don't know
bang
that
on
one
about.
though.
No, but I kind of. Oh, fair enough. Well, T-Bay Services. I always used to bang on about the breakfast there and how good it is.
Right.
And it's because it was like the breakfast are fucking amazing. Basically, that is Gloucester Services is T-based services.
Well, it's basically like a farm shop, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like a
yeah.
massive little farm
Basically,
shop.
it's a local company
David's
to
zoning out.
us.
Sorry, David.
It's Reg Ed is what it is. And so when I used to work for Caterite, I used to deliver to the pies there, and then they used to take all the stuff down to Gloucester. So actually, Caterite actually used to go down there, but they used to have to double man because you can only get down there with one person, and you have to come back with another person.
With another one, yeah. Well, you're never going to make it. That's interesting.
See?
David
The more
doesn't
you
know
know.
what the fuck we're on about.
David does not give a fuck right now. He's
basically you like a
fully
truck stop,
checked
but for
out.
people
Not
just
fully.
to
I'm on
go
standby.
and spend a little bit of time there. Yeah, Gloucester's nice. It's a nice little pit stop.
So yeah, electric vehicles like this. Do you guys
So, yeah,
have the Cybertruck over there yet?
No, I
No.
don't think it will be allowed.
I've not seen. No,
I don't think it'll be allowed in the EU and UK.
it's not the same sort of
fair enough.
roads, is it? Like your roads out there, you can travel like days.
Well, I
on a
watched it
straight
with
line.
James May, and he was showing like the front end of it and stuff like that, and it is like it doesn't meet any of the pedestrian stuff,
Right.
like at all. Like a pedestrian's gonna get fucking mangled on that shit.
I've been in one. My buddy rented one.
Have you?
And it's fine. It's fine. You know,
It's fine.
I'm sure it'll do the job. Now, there's been a lot of people who are buying them just so they can test them out. You know, some people have stupid amount of money and they feel
just
like
for an
that,
image and thing. Yeah,
the video itself will pay for the entire pay for it anyway. You know, but a lot of people are getting stuck. A lot of these Cybertruck drivers are actually getting stuck, and then you see an F-150 pull them out. You know.
Yes.
What do you mean
I've
getting
seen
stuck?
that.
Just like stuck.
Well, there's a few reasons why they get stuck. It could be in sand, or it could be ice or snow.
Right.
But a lot of times
They can't deal with it.
When it gets really really cold, like the kind of cold that you guys don't really experience over in England, they don't work at all because you can't even get in
Okay.
there. The battery is just shut down, and so that's happened a lot. That happened a lot with the other. What happens with all electric vehicles, really? You know, batteries just don't work.
Right, with you.
Just
Yeah.
quickly, let me explain to you why it won't be here. Because there's not just one answer to this. There's fucking multiple answers.
Multiple
Really?
opinions or multiple
No,
facts?
like
No,
facts,
there's rules and
unequivocal
regulations
facts.
here, isn't there?
So
Yeah.
basically, on safety, Cybertruck's sharp edges, poor crumple zones, and acceleration are considered dangerous for it says European, but it's like the same. Where the UK still has the same
Yeah, yeah.
regulations because they can have to just carried over basically. Size. Cybertruck weighs 4 tons, which is heavier than most family cars. European regulations require
Wow.
speed limits on vehicles that weigh more than 3.5 tons. So if it was here in the UK, it would be limited to 55.
Plus, surely that's
That's
only
so funny.
certain drivers that can drive
Which I'll,
that.
I'll come on to that in a second. This is on here. Cybertruck's
drive
front end and rigid doesn't comply with European regulations, protruding parts. The Cybertruck's stainless steel sheet is 1.4 millimeters thick, which is too thin to meet European regulation of 32 millimeters rounding on protruding parts. Driving license. The Cybertruck weight would require it to have a C1 fucking license. So yes, it would require people to have different licenses, and
Wow.
load carrying capacity. It's just not compatible. But there is a lighter, basically either coming or is in the. But basically, the American Cybertruck is very illegal, and we could not get
But
that. here.
the standard Teslas aren't very light themselves, though, are they? They're quite heavy still. Because
Yeah,
the
But
electric truck.
all electric vehicles are.
Yeah,
are
the
like that.
electric truck we had, so it's an 18-ton lorry, but because of the battery weight, it's now classed as a 19.5-ton lorry because of the battery weight.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Which, how does that
isn't it?
make sense?
I don't know. Obviously,
It is also
it is
ugly.
very ugly as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
a true
Mrs.
story.
Mrs. coming in there with that ugly. Yes, it is.
But why? Here's the thing. I still can't get over it. I want to like it. I want to I'm going to it looks like a fucking Lamborghini from like
almost-
the 80s.
It's
You know what I
almost
mean?
like a Back to the Future vehicle, isn't it?
Yeah, like the DeLorean. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just
Not
in
as
a
cool
way,
as that,
it's kind
though.
of like he has his own little private joke. Like, you know what? I could make anything, absolutely
Yeah.
anything. People will.
I
line up to
reckon
buy
it's
this.
that. I
You know what I
genuinely
mean?
think you
As
might
in,
be
like,
onto something
and he
there.
can't tell anybody. It's just like a bunch of my friends have already they signed up really quickly after it was after you were able to get on the waiting list to buy the Cybertruck, and they're gonna do it. They're like, yeah, this is the future. Elon's the future. It's just he knows way better than we do. Look at him, for Christ's sake. He's a billionaire. He's the richest person in the world. Obviously, he knows what he's talking about. You know what I mean? He knows way more than what we know, and and it's just it doesn't really matter what the Cybertruck looks like. Isn't like this is what this is. It didn't need to look like that though. He could have made it look somewhat like a regular pickup truck. It's just there's too many flat parts.
Is that what
There's
it's
no
meant to be? A pickup truck?
Yeah, it's a pickup truck. Yeah, it has a bed.
Wow.
It has a bed it has like a track. The bed itself is covered, but you can
Yeah.
roll it up. And
know
I don't
that.
know. It's so fucking weird why he would create something so strange like that. Do you remember, Tom, when he first advertised, or when he brought the Tesla semi, and he brought the Cybertruck out in the same time or something, right? And then they threw like a metal ball at the window and it smashed. And then he had to do the entire presentation with a broken window. And turns out that what happened was that they were testing it for hours and hours and hours beforehand, hitting a sledgehammer against the door, but they ended up actually breaking it without realizing it, the window. And so any object whatsoever would have actually broken it.
Right. Because they'd already pre-broken it.
Yeah, it just. I mean, don't wrong. I think he kind of he did. I don't know that with the metal ball thing. I think he pulled that off, and it made a bit of a joke of it, and it was fine. Like, don't wrong. The thing is with Musk is, like, I like some of the stuff he does, but I just fucking hate him as a person. I just wish he just wouldn't. Like, if he wouldn't get involved in stuff, it'd be so much better. Like, imagine Elon Musk without Twitter. How much better would that have been?
I have no idea. I never used Twitter, never used X. I never really not to like. Even though I go live on there most days of the week.
No, but I'm not.
I
I'm not
just
saying.
don't have a clue.
But imagine Elon Musk was like that. I was never kind of subscribed to him or anything like that, But it's, I don't know. It just like
In the
I think
minute- Sorry, I was going to say, in a minute, all this social stuff is going to be limited to who can watch it anyway, isn't it? With all the new rules that are going to come into effect at some point.
What new rules are these?
What are you
Have
talking
you not
about?
heard this one either?
No, this is new on me.
So they're going to probably introduce that anyone under the age of 18 will not be able to use any social media whatsoever
Who's
Where's this
saying
at?
who's saying this?
in the UK. I think
But
they
who?
bought it in Australia, governments and stuff like that.
I've heard about it in Australia.
Yeah, apparently it is thinking of being brought into here as well. So, like, kids won't be allowed to use TikTok, Logan won't be able to use, like, Facebook, things like that.
Is
It'll all be...
YouTube social media?
Technically, yeah.
So basically, where's the line? As in, like, you're not allowed
Well,
to
that's
chit
the
chat with
thing.
other
Where
people.
is the line?
Because YouTube is a way of life.
Yep.
You know
Roblox,
that TikTok is
effectively.
getting banned in January over in America.
Is it actually? I heard it was going to get banned at some point, but
Now, the Supreme Court is actually going to hear it out. So there is a chance, but the Supreme Court has actually went ahead and is going to sit down and talk about it and to see if So that's the last hope. It's like their Hail Mary, basically.
Okay, here's an interesting question for you. What do you hope is going to happen?
Well, my business is thriving now because of TikTok, because I go live. So that's
I know, but the thing is, if TikTok goes, then what's going to happen is it's going to create an open market for it's for the big ones. Obviously, YouTube Shorts, I would say that's going to be one
Reels.
of the bigger places. But
Reels,
then
yeah.
obviously, Reels, and then what's the other one? There's the Facebook ones and stuff like that. But
Facebook's
I
Reels
think as well.
Yeah.
I think what would probably happen is like Reels would probably become its own like independent app, and they're probably trying to like so basically.
Well, Reels
there-
is Instagram, isn't it?
It is, but what I'm saying is there would be a vacuum that needs to be filled, and it needs to be filled quickly by
Are you
someone.
saying
and
we should group together and make a new app then for this? Ready to go?
I'm not saying, but no, but what I'm saying is
Trucker Reels.
when there's a shake up like this with a kind of a technology, and it means that some people can get big very, very quickly. So it kind of, in a way, it would kind of be an opportunity for you, would it not?
To do something.
To
Yeah.
kind of get
Mr.
get
App Builder,
big.
you could.
yeah.
This is
I
very
wasn't.
doing
I was not saying create a TikTok killer in any way, but I was saying like as a content creator,
Yeah.
like there would be a lot of opportunity for all these people that are trying to find new sources and stuff like that, and then because people are going onto new platforms,
I am going live on TikTok, Twitter. Sorry, there's a TikTok, YouTube,
Insta,
yes,
Facebook.
as well as there's X. I go live on X, and I'm going live on what's that gaming one? Twitch. So I go live on all these. All right, but just to push up a button, I pay $50 a month just so I can go live on all of them at the exact same time, you know. But so I'm already planning on that. You know, like I do all right with YouTube anyway. You know, so like even though TikTok, I usually get up to like 700 people really quickly, and then it drops down. And then actually YouTube has more people. YouTube, it's slow to gain traction on my lives, but eventually it gets solid, where I don't lose as much. It's kind
I'll
of
be honest
weird.
with you. I as a kind of as an ex creator, as a YouTube has been, I trust the numbers on YouTube a lot more.
I do too.
I find the numbers to be a lot more reliable, and on I do know on X, as it's now known. I don't like calling it X, but
I don't either,
But
but you get
on
used to
on
it.
yeah, but on Twitter, on X, I do know that the way they count a view is very, very, very different to that of YouTube. Like YouTube is a lot more kind of honest in a way. Like it only starts counting views after after certain things. Whereas if someone like kind of just scans over the thing on X, it goes, "That's a view. Technically, someone watched it. You saw it. Everyone saw it. It was a view. I swear to God. Look at that. 5 million people have watched it. Only for 1 second for the whole lot combined. But technically,
Still a view. Still a view.
Yeah. They all saw one frame.
Bearded guy.
Yeah. So when it comes, I hope there's one reason why I wouldn't mind TikTok to go is because of my addiction. I have a tendency of I know I should be playing with my kids or reading with my kids and all that kind of stuff, but I struggle to get off TikTok.
There's a dog.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I would be. Sometimes I wish I had the willpower to not be on
It's
TikTok.
so addictive,
constantly.
isn't it?
It is
Like lame videos as well that mean nothing. I don't
Yeah.
need to see this in my life, but I want to.
Yeah, it's because they're so short too. You don't have to invest too much time.
Yeah.
YouTube, on the other hand, I was like, how long is that video? Ooh, that's 10 minutes long.
I tell you the ones that really
I don't
want to
commit myself.
You know the ones that start a little story and then come back for part 2, and you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, now I've got to look for part 2. And then
Yeah.
you go into their thing and look for part 2. Come back for part 3. Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't want to
Yeah.
be
Lot
this
of time-
invested, but I am.
If you go to the comments, a lot of times, you'll see a link to the next video. But
So I don't get them anymore. I used to get them all the time, where they'd be like, read you a story and you kind of go through all like, and because I've managed. The thing I like about YouTube is you can tailor it exactly how you want it to. So I get I get like exactly what I want at all times. Like I very much like my YouTube shorts, but like if there's ever like a part 2 of something, I'm like, no, fuck you. Sometimes I go on TikTok, and it'll bring up a police interceptors, and it'll bring up this thing of like this chase, and it'll get to the end of the chase, and I'm like, and it'll be like, well, look for part 3. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I then go in and try and find part 3 on their channel. Can't find it anywhere. I've clicked on
because it's
every
not for a fucking
video.
original video or some bollocks.
Yeah. It's not that. So I'm like, okay, well, I know what it was. There was a sword, and he said this street here. I'll go and search for it on YouTube. Nope, still can't find it. So now I've got this whole thing of a guy that approached the police with a sword in the middle of just started running up to them. Don't know what happens next. I still don't know what happens next. Fuck you, TikTok. Fuck you.
But one thing that TikTok does better than YouTube and the rest of them, if you do want to, if you swipe right or you click on it actually tells you, it immediately goes to just watched. It just tells you which video you just watched. So there's a good chance that the video that you want next is right after that. All right, TikTok does that, and I think that is great. That way, you don't have to keep searching and swiping until you can maybe find that video. But I don't know if you realized that, Tom. Have you? Where it actually just says "just watched."
Yeah. Yeah. And
okay,
it wasn't down there.
But sometimes it might not do it, but YouTube doesn't do it, and it really annoys me because I want to see what the rest of that channel, the rest of the show was. But I used to complain that people are stealing content. Like TV shows, basically they'll take the good clips from a TV show and then they'll post it and all that kind of thing. It might even have 2 or 4 parts or whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's actually not. I always feel like, they're totally stealing their content. You know how many millions of dollars it took to make this show and all that kind of stuff, and they're just posting it on their TikTok. But there's another thing what they're doing. They're getting, first of all, yes, they're getting views and they might be actually getting some money, but they're actually advertising. There's the amount of shows that I've actually watched.
Then you want to go and watch it, yeah.
The amount of shows that I've actually watched because of TikTok.
100%.
Or even rewatched. Like right now, I'm rewatching Ted Lasso. Because it keeps on popping up. I'm like, you know what?
I've just got my brother into that.
Oh, Ted Lasso is awesome. Yeah.
One that keeps coming up on mine, and I fucking love it. I'm gonna have to. I think me and my missus is gonna have to rewatch it again. Mr. In Between. It's so fucking.
Mr.
It's like
In Between. Never heard of it.
Mr. In Between. It's an Australian one. It's on. If you go Disney Plus, it's on there. It's like it's on FX. Is it?
Have you watched Ted Lasso yet, Tom?
I haven't. No. I think I only took. That's an Apple one, is it not?
It is an Apple one.
It is worth it though.
Everyone has Apple phones
free.
on there too.
You can get free for like 7 days. You got a couple of days off now. You can binge it all.
Yeah, but I don't.
It's shockingly good. I didn't expect
Honestly,
it. There's something about it that is like, I want to be like that guy. I think everybody should be like that guy.
Do you know what? It's such a, it's a like comedy gold, but it's also really heartfelt and like
whistle.
You get so you get so invested into the characters as well. Honestly, and you love them, and it's just like, I just love it. I'm gonna watch it again. Tom, watch
I'm
it.
literally doing that right now.
Honestly,
I feel like obviously we do need to listen to people. By the way, we do have patrons in the chat.
How many have we got, Tom?
Doesn't matter. That wasn't my fault in the slightest.
It was your fault.
Definitely was.
Was that my fault for not remembering to put something out, or was that your fault for not reminding me to remember? So think about it. Anyways, Gav's reminded about Lower Decks,
Sounds like a you problem.
which just had its final episode this week. Fucking Star Trek.
Really?
It's a start. It's
Lower
basically
Decks
it's like
is good.
it was kind of, I guess, in a way. I think it was originally supposed to be like a Star Trek Rick and Morty. In a kind of like there's definitely a kind of a visual style similarity
It's a
to
cartoon?
it.
Lower Decks?
It's a cartoon, yeah. It's a
Yeah.
cartoon,
Okay.
and it is fucking funny. But it is just it's a
basically-
love letter
yes.
to Star Trek.
And also Star Trek, you get some of the original proper characters as well that come and visit and stuff, don't you?
They do, yeah.
But this is literally like the lowest of the low, like the janitor's style of things, isn't it? It's funny. It's very good.
But people have kicked off about not the last episodes, the episode before. Although they have done something crazy in the news, like something like. Basically, there's Star Trek Discovery, which I quite like Star Trek Discovery, but they did something with the Klingons, and they made the Klingons blue. People did not like that, but what's like Lower Decks has basically said that that's not canon, and people are quite happy about that. But the previous episode, so Star Trek Deep Space Nine is the most underrated Star Trek I think there is. I'm going to talk about Star Trek for a little while here. David's going to bank out. Don't give a fuck. Come at me, bro. But Deep Space Nine was.
I can mute you.
but it was ahead of its time. And I think a lot of people, when it came out, didn't quite get it because it was like a soap in space, like a soap opera, and it was.
Is this the normal Star Trek, the first one?
Yeah, like no, like, it was a space station, stuff like that. But
Western
anyways,
in space,
yeah,
as
it was
Gav says.
literally a Western space. It was like the whole point. It was supposed to feel like an actual like those, even down to the fact that they had like a sheriff
show are you
and
talking
stuff
about?
like that. This is Deep Space Nine.
Gotcha.
It was fucking phenomenal. But there's two characters.
With
Garrick.
7-Eleven? No. What's her
No.
name? 11?
No, 7 of 9. That's
Seven of
Voyager. That Voyager. That one is. But there's two characters. There's Garrick and there's Julian Bashir, which are two of my favorite fucking characters, like of anything ever. And the thing was, and I didn't quite realize this when I was older, but they had this amazing relationship. And it turns out basically they played it as if they were a romantic couple. Like they were technically the first proper gay couple like on TV.
Oh.
And like this is the thing with Star Trek, it's always like kind of pushed new territory, but they weren't allowed to kind of do that because of like the times and stuff like
So
that.
they're sort of insinuating it. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, first lesbian kiss was on Star Trek. Like it was
I mean, they were in
crazy.
outer
Like
space.
it was.
It is
but,
crazy out there.
Like Garrick and Bashir were like they were a couple. Like they were going out on dates and they were doing stuff like that. They would do a lot of stuff together, but like it wasn't kind of explicit done. But in Lower Decks, they were like, "Yep, these guys are a couple. They're married. This and that and the other." And people were fucking furious about this shit. They were furious, saying, "Oh, they've rewritten the whole thing." I'm like, "No, they haven't. That was always a massive thing. This is not." What the
This
fuck
is not
are you
new
talking?
stuff. This is just
But the thing
it's now acceptable.
Some people,
yeah.
they'll be like, "Oh fuck it," they're like, "How dare you have gay people on this? That's fucking disgraceful." Like the thing is, with Star Trek's always been about pushing. The only thing I've not liked on Star Trek was there was a character in Discovery, and they were.
I feel like we're getting too in depth to Star Trek. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, no, 'cause I've got something that kind of goes a little bit. Shut the fuck up!
Okay.
I've got something that
You're just geeking out a little bit now. Come
I
on,
am a little
come
bit.
on.
It's fucking so good. But there was an episode where they had this character, and they said she to her, and she corrected, or they corrected, and said,
Right.
I don't like that. I prefer they them as a pronoun.
When was this? Is
This
a
this
newer
was
one,
this is
or-
a few years ago. Like so,
Right.
but when that movement was
became
kind
a
of
big thing, yeah,
was
yeah.
becoming, and that really annoyed me. That did, because that's not how Star Trek does things. Because Star Trek has always done it as a kind of an analogy. It's always done it of like, this is a thing, and this is like this is a real world thing, and here's our equivalent of it, so you can kind of look at it from a different perspective. Because that is the thing about it. It is a lens in which to look at ourselves and our kind of worlds. And I don't know, it really annoyed me that they were just so blatant with that. And I don't think they should have been. I think they could have done it like in a much better way.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
But like, I don't
Anyway,
know.
Chloe,
That sounds like a good one. Yeah. Tom, David.
the season 3 of What If comes out tomorrow.
Does it really?
I am
did
gonna
not
try
know.
and
No,
do some of this.
Tom. No,
I didn't know-
I don't care, Tom. You don't have to fucking watch it.
I
Don't
did
watch
not
What If.
know we
You
were getting a
are
new
forbidden
series.
to watch What If.
It's too good for you,
episodes that are
Tom.
just- yeah,
too
but
good for
you
you.
know, it's just there's no point. You're gonna hate it. You've already told yourself you're gonna hate it. You're gonna
I'm
try
gonna
to
try
hate
it. I'm gonna try
In
it.
fact,
You're gonna
one-
don't
try
even
to
bother
fucking
watching
try it.
Ted Lasso either. You don't deserve that good shit.
Oh, definitely don't watch Ted Lasso. It
No.
is not for you. It is.
You
It
don't
is for
deserve it.
kind-hearted people
Yeah.
who respect people.
Have
and
you
that is
heard?
not you.
There is rumblings about a new series of Loki.
Ooh.
I have not heard that.
I haven't heard that.
This is.
Did you
How
create
can
this
they
rumor
continue
yourself
on
between
from
you
that?
and your
No.
fiance?
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see,
I
but
bet-
I loved all the characters in it.
I bet Loki will be a spin-off from What If, and you have to go back and watch What If. Otherwise, you don't understand it.
Well,
Fuck
so
you.
I watched Deadpool and the new
Overrated.
Deadpool before I finished Loki season 2.
Right? Yes. I think you did say
And-
something
oh,
about this. Yeah.
and I was like, oh, that's a really cool dragon. And I watched Loki, and I'm like, oh shit, I should have watched this before I watched that. So it is starting to kind of get to the point where you
They do
have to
genuinely
watch
have to
fucking
watch it in order
everything.
now. Yeah. 'Cause
Nearly.
they do tie it all in. Most
You
of it.
can get away without watching What If. If you had to skip one show
Yeah,
altogether,
but it's worth it.
you could. But yeah, but but then again, if I had to pick What If episodes over only watching that and then not watching the rest of them, I just watch.
Yeah,
What If
true.
Because
But-
you know what I mean. But you don't actually need to watch What If in order to get through the rest of the timelines.
But I don't know, because like, the thing is, like, okay, say for instance,
It is very well
did
done.
you know that currently there is in the cinematic universe there is a huge space station above Earth that Nick Fury runs,
Right.
like because is it the Marvels?
Yeah.
It's in that, and that is a garbage film. Oh my fucking god, it is garbage. There's a
wasn't-
singing
it
and
wasn't
dancing
great.
bit in it, and honestly,
It wasn't great.
it fucking killed me. It killed me.
Isn't
It
that the
was so fucking
series?
bad.
Is that the series?
no,
one?
no,
no,
the
it
Marvels
was a
is
film.
No, that's the TV. That's the sorry. Yeah, that is the movie with Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel.
Oh, I quite like them. I was easily amused. I'm quite easily amused by films, though. I can watch most things.
I don't know what's happened to me lately. I can't seem to like anything anymore. I'm really disappointed in myself because before I used to just love as long as it was
disappointed in you.
explosions and all that kind of stuff. But now I'm like, oh, I didn't even care that much for Deadpool, the new Deadpool movie.
I've not watched it yet, you know.
I'm like,
It's
oh,
fucking great. What
it
are you
is-
talking about?
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's fantastic, but there's something gone wrong with me.
Well, you're
I
in the wrong
just
frame of
can't-
mind.
Fucking
don't know
Blade
what-
in it.
I don't know what's going on with
So
me.
good.
Like there was, I even saw the new, what's it called? That's the new Santa Claus movie where Santa Claus gets with the rock. The rock's in it.
I've seen
Red.
that. Yeah, I've seen that.
Was it
red
the
one.
red one? I'm like,
Yeah, red
oh,
one.
Maybe it was
I
just
quite
like every
enjoyed it.
every cool scene in it. Oh, I saw that in the trailer. Why are they putting every single cool fucking scene in a trailer? I don't know. For some
Because
reason,
they got to
I'm
make
like,
it look exciting, and that's the only exciting bits, probably.
Yeah, I don't know. I just got very annoyed by it. I don't know. I've ruined. Maybe I've watched too many movies in my life where I'm starting to like not enjoy or I don't get excited. There was definitely a few good things in Deadpool. I wasn't a big fan of all the Deadpools that looked like they got killed, but they all resurrected right away. But no, you're supposed to resurrect immediately after you die. Look at all the gunshots and the knife
Yeah,
wounds
yeah.
that they
There's,
got. But
there's
no,
a little bit of yeah.
I was like,
But-
that was
oh.
kind of annoying.
1 second.
But yeah, 1 second. Put a pause in the
One
podcast.
second. Yeah, it's a
By the
great
way,
pausing
for anybody who
moment
is
here.
getting really bored of what we're talking about right now, we do have Facts of Wife coming up.
Oh,
soon.
we'll be on to that in a second.
Also, it is a Christmas episode. How is everyone getting on with the Christmas shopping and that?
Ugh. Hate spending money.
It's fucking so much money. Just
I
quick.
have
on,
not
on,
even
on, on what you
started.
just said, David. You know OB
What?
OB in Loki.
Yeah.
He's fucking. I love him. I
So
think he's.
What's
I,
OB?
this is
OB.
the Asian kid. The
He's,
Asian kid from
Ki Huan.
Oh,
or
he's the
Ke
one
Huan,
that
is it?
knows
He's-
everything, isn't he?
He's fucking lovely, and
Yeah.
So there's a new film with him coming out as the main guy in it, and I saw it. I was like,
What, a
fuck
Marvel
yeah.
film?
No, it's just a kind of it's like a kind of it's very much of the same thing of fucking what's the one with Keanu Reeves in it? I can't think what it's called now.
the action one.
Yeah, the action film.
John Wick?
John Wick, yeah. So kind of like that sort of John Wick sort of vein. It's
What, and
the
he's like
the kind of the underdog person who's like kind of a big scary guy in the whole. So kind of a same, but basically it looks
Oh my
really
God,
good.
I wanna watch that.
But what I know, and I watched the trailer for it, and I'm like, this is the whole fucking plot of the film. They've literally compressed the entire film down to 3 minutes and just shown me it. And I'm like, I know exactly what's going to happen. I know what the plot twist is.
But for me,
All right,
I like that sort
I will
of thing.
not watch that. I will
I'd
not
be
watch
happy
that
now.
trailer then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I will watch that trailer because I want to know what happens.
Also,
I'll take
Love, Death,
great
and
joy
Robots.
in
That
knowing
looks
that.
really good.
There's a new one out.
No, not
Of-
of them.
Love, Death, and
Electric.
Robots.
No, not Electric State. Sorry.
Are you talking about you didn't where the animations, short animations, or like 15-minute long animations or whatever?
Oh, I don't know about these ones.
No,
No.
it's Electric State. It's called. This is the film I was thinking of. And it looks really, really good. It looks really good.
Gotcha. So do you want to jump into? Do you want to keep talking about stuff?
No. Let's do facts of wife. How fucking
Yeah, Facts of Wife.
Because it's going to be
Okay.
Christmas related, isn't it?
It isn't.
Ah.
Forgot.
So, is there anything Christmas related?
I have no idea.
I will say,
I don't even know.
I have got some tinsel, which I went out and specifically bought tinsel, and then I realised you can't even fucking see it because the screen's blurry and it's too high for it. So tell you what, I'm gonna put some tinsel.
I'm joking.
back
I knew
here.
it wasn't Christmas related. I just wanted to wind it up, by the way.
I told her an hour before we started recording that. By the way, do you have any facts set up for? I'm like, she was like, I think I can do it. Okay.
Tom's got like a little tinsel ponytail. You should have wrapped it around your little headphones.
No, it's gone.
The cat's going to get that one.
Oh, I should have done that. Although you can't see the bloody thing either, can you? David could have done it. He's got something he could actually wrap tinsel around.
Hang on a minute. David's the only one that's gone all out here. He's got baubles in his beard.
Has he gone all out? Is that
All out.
Is that going all out? I
This is
don't know if that's going all
That
out.
is all,
I don't know if you can say
all
that.
out. All out.
Put baubles on while he was on the podcast. It wasn't even pre.
I forgot it was a Christmas episode. I didn't even have a Christmas
But
background.
you had the... no,
I
to be honest,
realised
forgot.
after about 20 minutes of talking about funerals and death, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is the Christmas one." By the way, if you are working over Christmas, good on you. Salute to you. I work in construction, so we're off for fucking ages.
Are you off now? Are you finished, are you?
We
got
have like
one
over
more day
2
left.
weeks off.
got
It's
Monday
crazy.
left.
You know what's ridiculous?
Monday.
Like my sister, she's a lawyer and in Ireland, and she's off for like 2 weeks as well. And like there's so many companies out there, there's so many business like that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen in America. Like it's not even obligated. We don't even. There's not even a law that says that you have to let your employees have a certain amount of holidays. You know, a lot of time they just do it because like they kind of want to keep you. All right, but like Christmas Day and all that, as a truck driver especially, we have to run constantly, like 365 days a year.
So we get 30 days with my company, and you get 30 days, and that includes your bank holidays. So like I get like over Christmas, I get like basically I was off yesterday, Friday, and then I've got all next week. I don't think when I'm back in.
I've got
like-
to take mine as holiday. All my time
You do?
off.
Wow. My
Yeah.
wife got Christmas Day off.
However, Gav,
That's
it does say in the notes that Gav has only 2 days off because you've got to deliver animal feed. I'm quite happy to come and help work for you because I'll be bored at home.
I'm going to miss it.
Your wife's only got one
I
day
will
off.
love this for a while, and there will become a point where I'm like,
Yeah, get bored.
I'm
Honestly,
excited.
was
I'm
sat
excited to
thinking-
get to that point.
I was thinking, shall I speak to an agency and do like a bit of trailer, like a bit of Arctic work in between Christmas for a couple
thought
of
the
nights?
same thing.
Because I thought, I'm
genuinely
going to get to a
thought
point
the
where I'm
same
so
thing.
bored. Gav,
Are you-
yes, I'll do it.
Can you still
I'll
get
do
paid,
it.
Tom, by 2 companies? Like if you get some other work.
So, yes,
get
you can, but
ridiculously
it
taxed.
makes it. Yeah, you'll get taxed to fuck on it.
However-
Which is the reason why I don't.
I wouldn't be spending money because I'd be going out and earning it.
Yeah.
So there is
Yeah,
that.
but then you're losing your holidays for nothing,
Yeah, but-
really, aren't you?
But the way I plan it is I save up my holidays and then I take an extra week on top of my hours so that I get paid like double pay 1 week. Which means I got lots of money for Christmas.
Oh my god! Do you really?
I do. So really, this
When
is
was
a
the last
5
time
week
you
month
actually
for
had
me.
some? When was the last time you actually had some
April.
time off?
April.
Oh my
So-
fucking god! You are gonna get burnt out.
So I got to, we had the other week. So when we had the funeral and that, I took an extra week so I could have a few early finishes as well. So it wasn't the end of the world. I still had a few early finishes, but my plan was it's a 5-week month pay anyway, and then I technically get 6 weeks pay in one hit. See?
Well, you're going to have some holiday next year because I I got a message. I got added to this group.
Oh, is this the
this
group I
week,
got added to?
And I'm like, hey guys, thinking of booking an Airbnb in August. I'm like, oh, I wasn't told about this.
I know.
This is the first time I'm hearing
this
about
group appeared. I was like, what's this group? I was like, oh, yeah, I'm there. Yeah, no. See, that I'll book holiday for. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
You're not
apparently we're
invited,
having
David.
an Airbnb.
Yeah.
You're what?
If you want to come to it, you can. We're
A
doing
bit
an
far
Airbnb.
away, though.
Who's we?
All of us.
Well, me, Chloe, Kale,
Timo.
Timo,
was invited.
and
Kiddos.
kids.
And kids.
I mean, David, if you come
Sorry,
into Britain,
I think we just
you're
lost him at the
invited.
last part.
you're too far away.
I'm going to Vegas for 3 days in January.
You actually.
And yeah, without the kids, without the wife. I wanted my wife to come, but she was like, "No, I don't do Vegas anymore. I'm too old." She says. She was like, "I'm like, okay, fair enough." It's too much of a hassle too. Who's going to watch the kids and stuff? Like I was like, okay, the only people that we could actually trust for a few days would be to fly her parents up from California just to watch the kids so we can fly away. But yeah,
Bless
it's Vegas.
Could be fine in Vegas. It's basically a big toy place, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Lots of flashing. I'll be honest with you. I genuinely cannot think of anything worse than going to Vegas.
Have you ever been?
I'd like to go. I'd like to go.
It just seemed like it. There's like I watch it on like the films, and there's like I can hear like layered noises on top of each other, and all the different things going on in the background, and the ding, 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 and the money coming out, and I'm like, holy shit! I would just be so
But would you-
overstimulated in something like that.
Probably, but would you not like to just like experience it just to see what it?
No,
Because it is
No.
different. It is
No.
different.
Oh, have you
No.
been, Chloe?
What, to Vegas?
Yeah.
Well, I've been to New York, which was completely different to anything I've ever experienced. And do you know what? I thoroughly enjoyed New York. I would quite happily go back again.
You know what I like
went
about
ice
Vegas?
skating. I went ice skating yesterday, and it brought me back to when I went ice skating in New York. And I was like, oh, I did this when I was
Nice.
younger. So for me, it was, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, go on, Tom.
What I like about the first time I went to Vegas, I just thought it was like, oh my god, this is like the biggest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. You're not always in casinos, but you do have to go into casinos a lot. I mean, as in like, but this is typical Tom, by the way. As in like, Tom has already told himself if he's going to like something or not. So
Yeah.
he's already convinced himself.
It's
of
very
that
much
he's
like, what if he's not going to like it?
You know what I mean? So there's no point of even arguing with him. He's already. So this is. I already, before he even said that he doesn't want to go to Vegas, I already knew. Because this is
right. But right, let me just
typical
explain.
Tom.
No. Right, let me explain. Because I know. And this
First
is
of all, you can't hear any of the people talking because you're 12 foot tall and you can't hear that far. All right, so when you're walking, all right, so.
So I went to we took the boys to Blackpool. And obviously, you've got all of like the kind of like along the front, you've got all the different like kind of like all the proper arcades that are there,
Yeah.
and like you've got all of the like, and again you've got all like the slot machines.
It's
and
like
you've got,
going to
like, the
Vegas,
pennies.
but for Wish. Going on Wish and going
For
to Vegas.
Wish?
Yeah.
Pretty much,
Basically, yeah. So it's
A
nowhere
Wish
near
version
as
of Vegas.
big. But there was one there. Like, I think it's called Treasure Island or something, and it's massive. Well, on a Blackpool scale, anyways. And there's like all sorts of noises and people and stuff like that. And I walked in there and I was just like, it's like it's too much. Like I struggle with so we went to Asda, and again the layered noises of like all the cash machines and like you can hear the alarm going off, and there's the music, and there's people talking, and there's like all the movement as well. And it's like my brain just kind of goes, and I come out, and like I said to Kale, I'm just gonna be like shut down for a while after this.
You need to buy those new headphones that called Hoops or something. That's
Yes, I know, and
that should be your Christmas present.
Yes, I know, and I forget. I've got some. Kale's got me some, but I forget them.
Oh, really?
Every time we go
They
there,
work?
yeah, they do. Yeah, they work massively.
But you just keep forgetting.
I just forget them. I just need
you
like
look,
a lot of
we
the
need to
noises
give
be
you a
knocked out.
helmet as well. Helmet and head and those whatever. You know what I mean? Just.
That means you might get a
I just feel
disability
like,
badge
you
then.
need
You can
some
park
kind
wherever
of
you
a
want.
backpack as well.
Yeah.
Can I have one of the shark ones with the holdy, the little strap on the back of it, so you can make sure don't wander off too far.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
exactly what you need. Or the little hand wrist one where you just like you're on a leash permanently. Go on,
Yeah,
David.
I just find Vegas just so big. Yes, it is overwhelming. There is a lot going on, and there is no peace and quiet whatsoever in the entire thing, you know. But it's like just the amount of billions and billions of dollars that got put into creating these masterpieces. And of course, did you remember that? I'm looking forward to seeing the sphere, or whatever what's it called?
I think it's just a sphere.
No, that's
Does
a
it-
stratosphere. It's not called a sphere, is it?
I'm sure it's called the sphere.
In where? Where's this to?
In Vegas, the big huge ball that is this. It's like I think $3 billion just to
Yeah,
create.
it's the sphere.
Oh, is that the one that
Las
does the
Vegas.
emojis and that? That's there.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
that
that's
the one?
the only one that I like. I like the little smiley face. There's one of some people that are landing, and you can see it kind of look at them. It's obviously not. It just happens to be looking in that direction.
Yeah.
But
It is cool, though.
did look really cool.
It did look like this guy
You would
was
be on that
taking a
plane,
golf.
you'd be like, oh my god.
He was taking a golf shot, and the guy looked like it looked like he was watching the ball land.
That is cool.
'cause, You know, yeah.
Do you not think there might be somewhere beyond the computer and they'll be going, Dad, look at that guy. He's about to do something. Watch that
Hey,
guy.
maybe.
And then it would...
You know?
I mean, the reality is the amount of people that are doing stuff in Las Vegas, statistically,
Oh, right, yeah, true. Yeah,
it's
there's
going
someone-
to look at
yeah.
some point. I mean, but then again, they could actually just have it and just say, occasionally just look at the golf course.
Yeah.
true.
And actually, because in the day, again, if you just make it point in certain directions, it's gonna
It's
capture
probably-
something.
It probably knows like a timer as well of where certain things are happening or events or something. So it goes, something's over there and it looks over there or something. They've probably got it tuned for effect,
Yeah.
visual effect.
By the way, I'll be. I won't. It'll be on the weekend of the 1st of the year. Sorry, the 4th of January. So I won't be able to record that day. So there you go. Now we have witnesses saying that I will not be able to record that day because you always forget every single time that I ever tell you that I can't record this day. I'm like,
We'll
what
see.
are you-
We'll see.
that you'll actually remember. So
No, we
yeah, maybe Jamma can replace me. That one. So there you
Jamma.
go.
Good old jammer.
Jamming.
All right, let's do facts of wife.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, and now.
Oh yeah, let's do this.
Hi, everyone. Ball and Chain here. It's been quite a while. I think I've forgotten how to do this. Well, today the topic is very loosely geography. So the first question is, what is the world's smallest sovereign state?
Oh,
I just point
Vatican
out,
City.
This could be Christmas related, right? Because Santa goes all around the world. Geography.
Well done,
There you go.
Chloe. Yeah, there we go.
What was your answer, Tom?
Vatican City, is it not? It's a sovereign state, isn't it? So it's its own.
What does the word
country.
sovereign mean?
A sovereign state. See, that's the only thing that's thrown me there. Because why didn't she say country? She said sovereign state.
So what country does what? Sorry.
What's the smallest one in the world? Now, China is not the smallest.
No, that's
So-
not. Actually,
Definitely
that's
not.
one of the bigger ones. In fact,
That's one of the bigger ones. The United States of America, one of the bigger ones.
So,
So,
so it's,
you
it's
know.
just a state. Country.
Yeah, sovereign state. Yeah.
I don't know. What
I don't know.
that
It's
means.
either that or maybe it could be Liechtenstein.
Because that's a country.
Liechtenstein. That's a
It's
big.
a
a
country that
sovereign
has it's a
state.
complete authority of its own territory and population that is not controlled by another country.
Oh, one of those.
Is the Vatican City
Okay.
controlled by Italy?
So it does. I've been there, and there is Cabinieri there, so they do have they do have Italian, but also as well, like there's military there, but the military Swiss, because it's actually a Swiss Guard that's there. So I wonder if it's Liechtenstein, possibly.
Can it
But
be
there's
somewhere
smaller
like New
countries than
Zealand?
that, isn't there?
Can I go New Zealand?
Yes.
It's
Just because
definitely
I
not
remember in. Well, I remember in
can.
COVID they had their own rules and everything. They could do what they wanted. It was a little island
All right.
off of it.
That's locked in for
I'm
Chloe.
probably very wrong. I know I'm very wrong.
I'm sure you're correct. I'm
I'm so
absolutely
wrong.
sure.
I'm awful at
I,
geography.
I don't have an answer. I have no idea. Yeah. So Tom, you're
It's
going with
either
Liechtenstein?
that or there is one other. I'm trying to think. Is it possibly Sealand?
Sealand.
Sealand.
That sounds made up.
just
It's
made up a
off.
word,
It's
Tom.
off the coast of England, and it is
Off the coast of the sea,
It
is it?
declared itself. It did declare itself a sovereign state.
Is it
and
the Channel
has got
Islands?
it's something like
Ooh.
I don't know. I have three answers, and I couldn't lock in any one of them. If I'm honest with you.
Oh,
My
it
wife
could be
just
the
gave me a
Channel
hint.
Islands, you know. Oh yeah, you might know now, David, but you got to remember, haven't you? You got to use
I
that
know,
memory
right?
brain. I'm going Channel Islands then, just to mix it up a little bit.
Okay. I have no idea. I have
Or
no
is it
idea.
like New Guinea, a little island?
How about I'm going to go. No, I have no idea. I have no idea. Let's find out what the answer is. I really don't have. I have an
Got
idea.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's right. It's Vatican City.
Oh. Oh, fair.
Was that
enough,
your
fair
final answer though, Tom? You changed your mind.
enough. Yeah. So Tom.
Yeah,
Well, 'cause
sorry, you
it was
forfeited that
more. I didn't know what the kind of if it was like the smallest country, it was like I would have gone Vatican City straight away. Because I know, but like it was when she said sovereign state, and I was like wondering, well, what actually makes a sovereign
Started
state?
overthinking it, didn't you?
Yeah, and this is the
Yeah,
only issue.
this is
I
the
don't know.
dangerous
Do I
zone.
get a point for that or not?
Yeah. Sure. I'll give you
Yeah.
1 point.
Oh.
Normally we get 100 points per answer correctly, but you get 1. All right, moving on.
What percentage of the world's lakes are located in Canada?
I'm going to
The
say
world's
72.
lakes.
72%. So we got the Great Lakes, Lake Michigan, Vesuvius? No, Victoria?
Wait, is this by volume or is this by?
I'm going to say by square footage.
Yeah, because there might not be as many.
No,
but
no,
there
because
amount.
amount.
Oh no, amount.
Because
This could be lots of
The
lakes.
number of lakes.
This could be lots of little lakes and all. But there's loads of crevices up there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Been told that
So the amount, the number of lakes. Okay, because you could have one lake that is tiny versus Lake Michigan, and they're both equal to 1. So
So we're going out of 100% here, are we? We're going out of percentage.
I think, I'm going to say 75%.
It's going to be like less. It's going to be like 20%. I'd say.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
Gav
gonna
says
say about
28%.
38. I'm going with, because that's still a big percentage when you
It
look
is,
at the
yeah.
rest of the world.
All right.
You think like all the continents, Africa and fucking
Yeah.
like.
And there's that big Red Sea Lake thing. That's one as well, isn't it? That's massive. That's technically a sea. I don't know. Go on.
Nailed it.
It's 60%. There's
God.
about 3 million.
Damn.
3 million
Wow,
lakes.
that is a big percentage.
I think I got the closest.
You're pretty
to that
close
one.
there. You were
Yeah,
the
you did.
closest.
I was
Jesus
next to it
Christ.
too.
I thought you were way off. I thought David's well wrong there.
Like Canada, fucking sharing, like share some of the wealth out.
That's a lot of lakes. That's cool. I want to go there now.
Fucking 60%. Like we've got like 10 or something, maybe like 15, is it? And we're called the Lake District.
It's got
All right,
one
moving
puddle
on.
over there.
Parts of the Great Wall of China were made with what food?
Rice. I don't know. I just feel like it has to be rice.
Well, yeah.
What food?
Dead bodies? Could that because you can eat dead bodies? Surely.
Yeah, it tastes good with some barbecue sauce on them.
You know. Oh my God! Stop it.
With what food?
With what food?
But it doesn't have to be rice.
It almost
surely.
Yeah, it almost
surely
feels like
they-
a trick question with rice because that's just like, oh yeah, China rice, yeah. Rice field.
I mean, I think a
bamboo?
lot of people
No.
starve to death while building it, so clearly not that much food.
But then to
Yeah.
make a wall, it's got to be made into bricks or something, surely.
Maybe they were able to make bricks out of rice.
What about like
Isn't
bone
that
or
the-
something?
isn't that like the
Would
only
they have ground up the
abundance?
bone and made a paste?
Yeah. Never made a wall
Like-
before.
Yeah, but is this just to make the wall, like to make the stuff in between, like the glue in between?
The mortar,
Yeah, that's the
So
word.
rice
The
just
mortar.
you can like
the cement.
it's the starch, isn't it? But I don't really know. I mean, it has to be rice. Surely it has to be rice.
All right. Now, I think we're going to end up questioning ourselves and into a wrong answer like you did with Liechtenstein.
Yeah.
Okay. Or not Liechtenstein. What's it called? The
Liechtenstein.
Vatican.
I'm going bones.
Bones.
Them bones, them
Bones.
dry bones.
Exactly, those dry bones.
Yeah, sticky rice.
I don't know.
Mixed with
I
bones.
just- like, who wouldn't have gotten that answer right? Would you have guessed rice, Chloe?
I mean,
The thing is, I thought rice was too
it
obvious.
almost feels
and I was trying
racist
to
to
be
say
like,
rice.
what if so if there was a do you know what castles what food did they use to make castles in Ireland? What's
Well,
the first thing?
Potatoes.
Potatoes. Talk about these potatoes. Mrs. just looked at me. So just very, we've got a farming simulator running, and we've got our farm, and we have so many fucking potatoes. So fucking many potatoes.
There is a small town in what country that actually has a fountain that serves free wine?
Are we looking for the country or the town?
It's gonna be like Italy or something.
I'm going to say France.
Oh,
There's a country where it's got a
fountain that serves wine, free wine as well. So it's got to be somewhere with
nothing's
vineyards
free.
and
I'm
wines
sure the
of
taxes pay for
plenty. It'd be wine of
So
plenty.
what you've
won't
got?
it?
You've got California. You got Australia. You've got Spain, France, Italy, and I think maybe like Argentina makes wine. So which one of them is likely to have a?
Fountain.
Who's going to abuse it? If that was in America, I feel like too many people would
Which
be a
is
tourist
the-
thing.
It has to be either Italy or Spain. It's one
Isn't
of
it
the
Italy
two.
where they all drink on their lunch break? I'm going Italy because I reckon they just walk to the fountain and have a.
It does
drink.
sound
Siesta.
very. It sounds so very Italian. I'm going to go Spain just because you've gone Italy.
I'm going to go
but-
France.
Yeah.
And obviously, we're not looking for the town because that would be insane. But not insane like in Paris, but just sorry.
Insane in the membrane.
All right, Chloe, where are you going with?
The brain.
Italy. Italia.
I'm pretty sure you're right, honestly.
Of course, it's
Sicily.
Italy.
Yeah.
My first one on the nose.
Nice.
See?
Oh.
I mean,
Of
it
course
just
it's
it just
Italy.
sounds Italian, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it's either
it does sound
Italian or it's
Italian.
Spanish. It's one of the
Lunch
two
break.
of them.
But
Bread
what
and
about people
cheese.
pissing in it? You know what I mean? Surely people piss in it.
I mean, it
I mean,
ferments,
let's be
doesn't it?
honest.
It's just going to
That's a
add
very
to
kind
it.
of like that's a very like Irish, American, British sort of sentiment, isn't it?
And who tops it up?
They're like, here's free wine. The first thing we think about is like, yeah, but someone might piss in it, you know.
Yeah, but
Do
someone
you ever
would
see
over
that?
here, wouldn't
You ever
they?
see that
would be
YouTuber
full
who goes
on.
around to he goes around Italy just to piss people off, just doing stuff that is forbidden there, like using his scissors to chop up pasta while eating.
Oh, I've seen the young
Or-
guy that does it with his flatmate.
Yeah,
And he's just like,
I-
see until he notices. It's
it
hilarious.
is such an asshole thing to do, but I kind of like it because, come on, don't be so
But
pretentious.
but
that
Italians
you
get
won't let
really
people do it whatever
dramatic.
way they want.
They're really
know?
dramatic though, aren't they? So when they do it, so it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Have you ever seen Gordon Ramsay and I'm trying to think what the Italian chef's
Oh,
called? Like when he's
Gino
making
De
pasta,
Campo.
Gino De Campo. When they're making pasta and he makes it with a blender and fucking Gino's just going mental at him. He's going
Have you seen?
fucking mental at him.
Have you seen the one where they go on a trip around the world, all three of them?
I think that's part of it, possibly.
Yeah,
it is
that's
funny
so
as
funny.
fuck. Like,
Yeah.
Putting ice cubes
from
in
Norfolk.
wine. That was another one too that he got in trouble for. Yeah.
oh yeah, you get shot for that shit. Holy shit!
It makes me want to do it though, and like just let me eat whatever I paid for the food. Let me do whatever I want to do, and just stick your nose up to it, but don't take my food away or my wine away, you know. But okay, what? Okay, what in England would it be the case for you guys? Like if a foreigner came over and started doing whatever X, Y, and
Like,
Z.
but like eating a Greggs sausage roll with a knife and fork, you'd be fucking stabbed for that shit.
Really?
Oh yeah, I'd say so.
I like
A
to
roast
I
without
like
gravy.
I like to eat pizza with a knife and fork. Sometimes, not all the time.
No, I can sometimes. I can sometimes
so
buy that.
it depends how clean I want my beard. All right,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I
okay,
get
I
food.
can see that.
I'll tell you what the
all over
best
my
thing
beard.
for pizza is a pair of scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is actually. That's
Yeah.
true. One thing that I think should be, and like, I don't agree with like capital punishment. I don't agree with torture, and I don't agree with executions under pretty much most even stuff like sex offenders. I don't think they should be like, because it's I don't know. We should be held to a higher standard than something like that. But the people who put milk first in the tea.
Oh, Dad does that.
Yeah, I think that they should be executed. Like, I think that's
Why would you do
that's
that?
a crime.
You only put milk
It's-
before when it's coffee.
Like, I watched one, and like it was some American. She said that I'm sure she did it just to troll the British people. She's making tea for a British husband, and she
Oh, I
put
think I might have
milk
seen
in, then she put cold water in, and then she put the tea bag in, and then she put it in the microwave.
Yeah,
and it
I've seen
came
that
out,
one.
and
Yeah.
it just came out just like it was like milk. It was like milk. It didn't change color at all, and I was just like, this is honestly, this has hurt me. This is
The only thing that
But-
I get a little
but-
picky on is that never microwave water. Always boil the water for your tea.
Yeah.
It just changes.
Also,
the
you don't really have
consistency of
kettles
it.
out there. It's not really a thing,
We,
is it, in
we,
America?
we have.
It's not
kettles.
as
They're-
much.
But yes, like I've always had a kettle all the time when I've lived in America because
It makes
I
total
like-
sense. Yeah.
yeah, I like even my coffee. Like most people who drink coffee drink it out of the drip. Where
Yeah.
they.
The filtration thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that because I think it's pointless. So I just do instant coffee. That's just
Yeah.
what I do.
Nice, yeah.
My wife now, she's gotten taken for what's it called? The French press. She does a French press now. Basically, it's just like a cheap way of doing the espresso. You still use
Yeah.
espresso powder or espresso coffee, but she does, and I'm fine with it. Again, it's just I don't.
What, the
really
cafetiere
care.
or whatever it's called, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so it only takes like an extra 5 minutes, but it's still we still have to boil water, so she's still boiling water for me, boiling water for herself, but
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the facts
Sorry.
of life.
Back to facts of wife.
I can't even remember. Are we waiting on an answer or are we waiting on a question? I really can't remember at this point.
We've gone
Question.
so
Next
off track.
question. Next
All right.
question.
What is the largest state in the U.S.?
I know the answer to this.
The largest state in the US.
I'm not going to give my answer because I'm going to let you guys.
I'm trying to think which one it is.
Can't be Texas. Because that seems too obvious, doesn't it? Because Utah and Arizona, they're very big. But I feel like Texas just looks the biggest. But
So I don't want to sound like I'm asking a question that maybe I should know. But is Mexico part of America, or is it?
for
I know
fuck's
this
sake,
is-
never say that in America. You will be fucking shocked.
Mexico
slightly
is part
separate,
of
isn't
North.
it?
Mexico is part of North America.
but it's
Alright,
not
Right,
part
that's
of
it, okay.
America. It's
But
not
hold
part
on,
of
the
America.
question is-
That's why
no,
they're
no,
putting
no,
the
no, no, no.
border wall
She
there.
But
is
it's a state,
correct.
isn't it?
It is not part of the United States.
Right,
Alright,
yeah,
so
but it's
What,
part
what
of
was
America.
actually what was the question?
the question is, I don't know. Let's
What was the
let's find
biggest
out.
state in America?
What is the largest state in the U.S.?
Ooh, she
Oh,
was
in
very
the
Oh,
Sure.
United
Yes.
States, right? Okay, yeah.
Okay, so it's not Mexico.
I feel like I'm gonna say Texas, but I feel like I think I'm getting lulled into like a false sense of security.
Well,
listening,
you should
'cause-
be.
Is it something like
there's-
Utah or something?
No, it's something that most people forget.
Phoenix.
No, most people forget it's even there
Chicago.
because when you look at the United States of America, you don't even see it most of the time.
Oh, I'm trying to think which one it is then. If you don't see it most of the time.
Go through the alphabet and then stop at the first one.
It's not
Arizona.
Arkansas.
Well, maybe not the very first one, but it starts with A.
Arizona.
No.
Arkansas.
I can't think of any of us. What's it rhyme with? Oh, Gab, Alaska.
Oh, Alaska. Because it's fucking. It's for fuck's sake.
Yes, you're right.
You know,
I forget that's
never,
part of it.
never. Wow. Yeah.
It hides in the corner, doesn't it? It's just big
It
pile of
does.
snow.
It's just not attached.
When you
to
actually take it,
when
you take it off
thinking
the map, it takes up like half of the United States.
In my
Yeah.
head, it's just I'm just thinking of like America like that.
Yeah,
And I
that's what I'm
forget
thinking.
there's this
You
other
forget
little bit of
Alaska,
it's
yeah.
just up there.
And Hawaii too. How far away Hawaii is?
Can
A
you
lot of people
actually
don't.
drive to
Alaska is sly.
Alaska?
You can
As in,
drive.
no, but as in without leaving the United States.
No, you
Or
can't.
Is it? You have to go through
Without
Canada.
mainland, without leaving mainland, no, you can't. You have to go through Canada.
You have to go
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Canada.
okay, right,
yeah.
right.
But anyway, should we find out what the answer is to make sure we're correct?
Yeah. I think it might be.
Alaska.
There we go.
We totally knew that first time.
Can we just? Can you just edit the rest of that out where we don't feel like complete dumbasses?
How about we edit the part where Chloe asked if Mexico was? in the
I
United
was just
States?
asking a genuine question.
Oh yeah, I forgot that happened. I don't feel so
I had
bad
to
about the
think-
rest of what I said now.
I had to think
Thanks,
about
Chloe.
it, all right? I felt like I should know, but I just wanted to confirm.
Like, there is a New Mexico.
Yeah,
in
there
the
you go.
United
That's,
States.
that's where I was
That is a
confused,
st-
totally.
That is a state.
That's totally what I get confused by.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go on.
That's what it is.
With blackjack and hookers. In fact, I think it does have hookers in it actually.
I'm sure there's hookers in every state.
I think that's pretty much standard.
Yeah. Even in the Lake District, I'm sure there is hookers.
But they
They're
speak
posh
British.
hookers.
Yeah.
What percentage of the world's population lives above the equator?
Oh.
What
So
percentage lives
basically,
above
below
This
the
is
equator-
like 90%, is it not? No,
It's the higher
no, it's
percentage,
more.
isn't it?
Is it not? Is it like 98% or something like that?
Probably.
Yeah, it is quite a high percentage, isn't it? If I remember
Like
rightly.
Australia only has like 22 million or people or something.
Well,
Australia
it
doesn't
depends.
exist
Are
'cause it's
we
flat world?
counting like spiders? Because if it's spiders,
Excuse me.
then it's like
Australia doesn't exist. It's a flat world, so
Mm,
yeah, there you
that's right.
go. I'm joking. Obviously, there's
You
an
know that-
Are you?
uh,
Oh, thank God.
on a lot of things. Like New Zealand doesn't exist on a lot of maps.
yeah,
New Zealand
they're all
gets forgotten
actors.
all the time.
Did I answer? What's the question
Well,
again?
we got to do the percentage.
Oh yeah, the percentage.
I'm gonna say like 98%.
I'd say 96.
82.
All right, let's find out.
90%.
I think I was closer.
Yeah.
You were closest.
Oh no, you actually what? Oh, 82.
What did you
So,
say?
yeah,
I
you
said
were
92.
closest. Yeah,
82. Yeah,
yeah. So
Yeah.
you were right.
you were close.
And I hear that all the
Wins
time.
again.
All right, especially for my wife. She's always saying right. That's just because I'm so smart. All right.
What percentage of the ice in Antarctica is made up of penguin urine?
What a fun.
That's an interesting fact. I like it.
What a great fact. How is it measured? Did it just take like a meter squared of ice and just to see how much of it is actually urine? That'd be very.
Wow. Maybe they measure it over a year how much wee goes in it.
Did you say Antarctic or Arctic?
Oh, me or
There's only one with
or-
penguins.
Yeah, well, this is why I'm asking the question.
I
Is
can't
this,
remember
is this
what
like
you
a
said.
just to make sure she's not like this is not like a trick question?
So does it? The North Pole is where. That's not even land, is it? The North Pole. There isn't. There's just ice.
Yeah, but like
But Antarctica is.
so it was Antarctica.
Yeah, but there's only
wasn't it?
one with
Okay.
penguins. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, the only one with penguins is in the
I
south.
just thought I was thinking is this like a trick
it a
question?
trick question? Yeah,
I was
the
just
wrong
like
one.
actually there's none of the Arctic. And
You're
we'd have all
overthinking it
like
again,
oh
Tom.
fuck.
So there's no penguins in the North Pole.
No.
Is that correct?
In fact, you know how like there's that thing of like polar bears hunting penguins, Polar
Yeah.
bears have never seen a penguin before.
Yep. It's a true story.
Really?
Penguin's
Yeah.
biggest threat is a seal, isn't it? If I remember
Yeah.
rightly.
So polar bears are polar bears up in the north only?
Yes.
Yep.
Like in Canada and shit like that.
Really?
Like, that's
just
why.
literally, like, they
That's why.
separate
Like
them.
in they can see the polar bears in Canada, but like the penguins are in the Antarctic, and so,
So
like
what
that
eats
whole
penguins?
seals.
Seals.
Oh,
and
okay.
I think
What
maybe
eats
killer
seals?
whales got on there.
I suppose killer whales.
Killer whales as well.
What kills a killer whale?
The
People.
bigger killer whale or people actually, yeah. 'Cause people are
Actually, to be
garbage.
fair, killer whales kill each other. They're pretty vicious.
Killer whale. Isn't that like an orchid? Orca?
Orca. An orchid
Orca?
is a plant.
That's what I was talking. Yeah, the plants. That's what I wanted. Yeah. The plants are very dangerous.
Yeah, it's just totally a plan. It's yeah.
All right, let's. Okay, do we have a
stupid
percentage?
now.
I would say 1% is
Oh yeah.
is urine. Is penguin urine.
11%.
Tom's
I
gonna
know
say
there's a lot of
100%.
ice up there. Oh, but then it could be a high percentage because this could be how it got created up there. It's all just.
It's what people are just walking around in penguin piss. I'm gonna say like 3%.
Not many people are
It can't
walking
be
around
much.
in penguin piss. To be
11.
honest with you.
3%.
Antarctic.
11%.
All right, you said 3%. I said what? 1%. And
Yeah, you said
okay.
very low. Yeah.
It's a whopping 3%.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes.
Did you say 3%?
I said
done.
3%. That was genuinely my
did.
guess.
Wow, look at you. Fucking. Yeah, when
That's
it comes
still
to
a high
piss,
percentage.
you definitely know
Yeah,
your.
I know my piss, folks.
know your urine.
Fucking hell, I know my piss.
All right. All I can. Yeah. For the next one
They call
is
me
going
the
to be
piss master.
the piss master. Oh, yeah,
does?
that's from Rick and Morty.
It is, yeah. Well done.
Oh,
lad.
right, okay.
All right, so that's all the questions I have, but now just some fun facts.
Love it.
The continents shift at the same rate as fingernails grow.
Really?
Australia is wider than the moon. So Australia is 4,000 kilometers in diameter, while the moon is 3,400 kilometers in diameter. And
I didn't know that
did you
one.
know that pilots and their co-pilots are required to eat different meals before flights so they don't
Did ya?
both end up with food poisoning? I can imagine that's probably a fun story why that rule's in place. Anyways, that's all I got for you today. Bye.
Bye, wife.
Bye.
Wow.
Yeah.
That doesn't say
Interesting
much
stuff.
for your airplane food, does it?
Well, you wouldn't be having the airplane food. You'd have it on the. I mean, we suppose you would.
No, it is,
Oh, I
it is,
see,
on,
they're
it
just
is in
having
the
it in.
air.
Oh,
So
is it in
if
the
one,
air?
yeah, as the usually as they're taking off, they'll say, "I'll be having the chicken," and then the other one will be like, "Oh, I'll have
The
the
other one's
fish."
got
something
Well, I
like that.
wanted a chicken.
Just in case, yeah.
Well,
Well,
I'm
that's
the
the only
main
thing. 'Cause
pilot.
what if it was something that was delicious? You're like, well, I don't want the other one. I'm not fucking having that. It's
Yeah, the
shite.
other one's shit.
That means
Yeah.
half the people in the plane too will have the shits as well.
Oh, that is not going to be a fun journey.
Jesus, can you imagine it? Can you imagine it?
You'd all be getting the sick bags, wouldn't you?
Have you ever puked on an airplane?
No.
No.
I haven't either.
But
It sounds like you
Kale,
have. Oh, right.
Kale had a what's that really bad stomach bug?
Oh, yes. I know what you mean, but I can't bloody remember. what
Like
it's
she
called.
she had that on the airplane, and she said it was
Salmonella
like,
poisoning.
No, whatever.
No,
I can't
there's
remember what it
there's
was. that she
another one,
said.
isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was like, and she like I think like they were going to arrange an ambulance to take her like to the thing, and like
Oh,
she
wow.
was really like it was sounds like it was like the worst possible, and she had like some proper bug. No, it's not good.
That's not good.
So
Gastroenteritis. I don't know what it's
Something like gastro or something like that.
I was on Facebook Marketplace. No, I know because I have a new Facebook.
I was literally about to say on your new Facebook is it?
It's on my new Facebook, but I'm getting a lot of trucking stuff. So I was on Facebook Marketplace, and now they're actually advertising semi trucks. I was like, I really want to open up my own truck school. I really, really do. As in, like, where I actually have a physical truck and I'm actually teaching, people. But I'm like, I want to do it the cheap way too, starting off, where I'm just buying a truck, one truck, and that's it. I only have a truck and maybe a trailer. Maybe I'll rent a trailer out or something, And I want it to be a manual transmission. Because you can teach, but they can only drive manual transmissions. Sorry, they can only drive automatic transmissions then. But I don't know, just starting off, just having one truck, I could probably have like 4 students a month and charging
Yeah.
$4,000 per head. You know, that's a number that's bigger than I thought of. Was it 16,000? You know, of course, obviously you're going to have
Soon adds
fuel
up,
costs.
yeah.
You're gonna,
Fuck, it really does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
you know, you got your fuel costs, you got your insurance, you have.
gonna
what
do it?
else? You know, like
But
You're gonna
also
do
your
it.
license as well. Like, so you'll need to upgrade your
Yeah.
license. But again, I can't imagine that being a
I
much
don't think it's
more.
hard to get. No, I think it's quite easy to set up over in England, to be honest.
yeah, I will do once I
It's genuinely something that I actually would like to do. Is that?
Yeah.
is truck school.
Well, I
Like,
want to be a
I don't-
trainer.
I don't need. I
We'll
don't
come and
need
work for you,
to
David.
have.
Oh my god!
We ain't got a clue what we're doing. We'll come and work for you.
Yeah, you
We'll
set it
train
up in England
Why would I set it up in England?
because then
then
we
you could
can
go
come and work for you.
international.
I
dickhead.
don't think I've been in charge of this podcast for nearly 2 years right now. I don't. This is like if this was an interview for the last 3 years, or whatever 2 years. No, I am not hiring you fuckers. All right, especially you, Tom. All right.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
give you that, Tom, yeah. But
Can't-
we could take on the whole of the, we're down south. You've got Tom up north. We can take it on. We can go international.
Fucking prick. That was first round really funny.
David's like, I really wish I hadn't brought this shit up now. Fuck's sake.
But I know it's just. I
you gonna
definitely
do
would
it?
charge for. I definitely would charge $4,000. You know, but I want to do it to where
Hell yeah.
there won't be a classroom. Most times when you go to a truck school, there's a classroom, and you have everybody sitting in the class, and you're talking about truck driving and blah blah blah. But I think that easily avoidable by just doing it online, where I
Do
create
you
my own
technically
application.
need, like, I know you do because of the scheme, whatever it is they go and do, but do you actually genuinely need to? Is it like a law you've got to sit so many hours?
No, I don't think so. A lot of time, it just looks better if you have this many hours or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like all the truck schools over here are only required to do is, not even required to do, but give you a truck to do the testing. And a lot of the
Right.
time, your what's it called tests, your DMV tests, so your general knowledge, your doubles, your triples, your hazmat, and all that kind of stuff. Well, that just you read a book to do that. You don't actually need to
Yeah.
go to school to do that. You
Yeah.
can. A lot of people, like some people in my class, actually had all that already done before they even started school. And
Yeah.
if you can do that before you start school, what's the point of a whole week of learning that
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of shit? You know. But I really want to
You
do
should
it.
definitely do
not-
that.
I can't do it now. I am watching the kids. My job is watching the kids.
Yeah, mate,
and
I'm
making
pretty
it-
sure they can baby seats. Just saying.
Yeah.
You can put them on the bed.
know.
You can take
But,
a
like,
whole
the truck I
caravan
want-
with you effectively.
Reason why I want the Volvo truck is because it has bench seats. It
What, the new
automatically
ones?
comes with bench seats, so you can actually put 4 people in the back if you want to, and they
Yeah.
have a table in front of them.
Yeah.
But I have never seen another truck do that, and but
The
I know,
Volvo
but
is
I
again-
mean, yeah,
really
you could
smart.
actually have, so rather than having a place where you have to do all of your lessons in a classroom, you could
You
do
can
it in the
literally do it all
fucking
from the truck.
and have a
Wow.
little pico projector with all the stuff and all the videos actually in the truck and actually deck it all out. So it is
Do you know
it would be a rolling, and you could set up fucking anywhere.
And
That would be
the thing
nice.
is, as well, when you're driving and you're learning on other stuff, things like that, like if you hear facts and stuff in the background, you actually take it on better and you don't realise it as well.
okay.
Like, because they're not in a boring environment, if that makes sense. If you're doing stuff physically as well, you actually take on the information better.
Yeah.
Also, if you're desperate for a wee, that also helps, apparently.
Yeah. I was just thinking as in like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, what if people need to take a piss and like where are we going to go? I would just, kind of a lot of truck schools have their own property where they have their own skills course and all that kind of thing. So they
Yeah.
can basically just back it up. I would make people play my game first of all. You know what I mean? As in like I'd set up a steering wheel or whatever, But then again, I could set up a tiny building on my own property. Where I could have a little classroom. You know those tiny houses that they have?
Yeah.
I could easily put one back here, and that would be
If you've got people sat on the bench as well, you could get cameras on like each side, and then the people sat behind could watch everything like going on. So you've got
Gotcha.
this person physically doing it, and then they're actually watching it from outside as well as inside. They could learn
good idea.
so much from that.
Gav just suggested set up all the stuff inside the trailer itself. That's a really good idea.
Ooh.
That's
Mobile office.
really good.
That is
you
a
know
good
what I mean?
idea.
Everything is on rails or whatever, and you can lock it down if you need. Just all the tables and the chairs, just where
Oh,
you could,
wow.
where nothing
You
can
could
be
mark
moved
it
around.
yourself as we come to you sort of thing, or like flexible.
Wow. Okay, this week I'm gonna be in Southern California.
You're
so
game
who
now.
wants?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you could.
And
Could go anywhere. And realistically, you could very easily, all you'd have to do is for the parts where you're doing all of the parts where you're doing the school stuff, just stopping going a truck stop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah,
during the
if it's all
day,
in the
most
trailer.
truck stops there's plenty of truck stop around here that are actually borderline empty.
Exactly.
During the
So you
day.
can park anywhere. You can go it fucking easily get
But
all that.
it's
To
it's
practice.
the amount of time that I have away from my family, though. That's probably the only thing I would do differently.
But-
It's just
You can get someone to run it for you.
yeah. I imagine a lot
have
of
to do
people
it all
would be
yourself.
disappointed if I'm not the person doing it, though. But yes, I would have to. I would have employees eventually, but I know it's something I like. I'm in a great position to do it. Like I could have a waiting
You should
list that could be
totally
like
do
a
it.
year long because of the amount of people that I talk to on a regular basis. Like even
Yeah.
my like I have a server. I even have a chat server. The Discord
Yeah.
server, and like I got 75 people on that.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely crazy how many people are actually on it, and that's just for my own video game. But
You should
Anyway.
totally do that.
all right, Tom, you're getting kind of bored. You're starting to talk to the person next to you.
No. I wasn't getting bored. Right. She's brought a hot chocolate in. Right, look at this, right? Right. This is what she's brought in, yeah? Next to
I'm
me.
just getting very distracted.
Yeah. Right, she's brought this in. This is a
Mm-hmm.
hot chocolate with whipped cream, right? And so I've been like,
Lush.
I want that. I want that. That looks fucking delicious. I want some of that. And she's brought me this, yeah? There's no fucking whipped cream on it. There's no marshmallows on it.
what a
Yeah.
bitch!
Right. This is some this is some fucking.
How dare she?
I'm on podcast. Look how delicious that is, yeah? When I make you one, right? When I make you one,
Just
I even
to
put fucking
give
sprinkles
everybody a
on it.
picture.
Show you not that.
The
we're
one
having
that she made
we're having a
herself
domestic about
was
this.
absolutely gorgeous
Yeah.
looking with whipped cream and it just amazing in
did
a
look
glass
amazing.
in a glass cup, and all he got was a cup of mud,
Literally a cup of mud, and he looks
That's what it
grossed
looks
out by
like.
it as well.
and it's just like
Your eye- yeah.
Well, yours looks so much better.
more effort went into hers. She puts more effort into herself than she does for you, Tom.
Exactly.
All right,
And on
we-
that note, thank you so much for listening. If you haven't listened, then you don't know about my hot chocolate saga shit. Or you don't know about David's business either. And other things.
You don't know
that I've
about a
talked
lot of things, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But why would you come to the end if you've not listened your way through?
Exactly. And on that note, goodbye. We'll see you next time. And all that. Yeah, nailed it. Fucking nailed it.
Well done.
Thank you so much for listening. Podcast editor and manager is David. As always, you're a legend. Well, I didn't, kind of wasn't asking for your opinion. I was just kind of saying what it was. Host this week are myself. I'm Tom. I think you know that. Got David.
Yep, me too.
Yeah. That's not what that phrase means. And Chloe. Hello, Chloe.
Yes, me.
Yeah, it was
Hello.
you as well. You were in there. You were a host. Thank
Allegedly.
you massively to our patrons. You guys are absolute legends. Merry Christmas to you, fucking beautiful, beautiful people. And a special thanks to our mega supporters. And they are... Oh, fuck, I hate you guys so much. I hate you guys so fucking much. I know I just said I love you, but I also hate you as well. It's love-hate. The first one, and I'm not saying this is a person's name, is I Swallow Cum. I'm having an orgasm. Jack Goodwin, John Brown, Justin Reilly, Phil Starkey, S. My D, Skip Dude, Stephen Patterson, Timo, and Trucker Nozzer. You guys are fucking amazing, and our people that we love half as much, a lot, still a lot more than the rest of the people who don't give us money, the bastards.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Freeloaders.
Could you imagine if we're actually like that? That's fucking amazing. We've got Big Mike, Gavin Williams, Neil Rees, and Danny Flint, the Hwanking Master. You guys are fucking amazing. You make this podcast what it is. Also love the fact that you guys come into the thing We're going to do a proper, I think, well, I'm just saying this now, but I'm going to try and do a proper Christmas, like over Christmas one where we actually do maybe like a proper live event thing and actually make something of it. Does that sound like a lot of fun?
Want to come on it? That'd be fun.
like a lot of
Get
work.
some on it.
Yeah. And
me.
also my cat's coming here, so I'll say hello as well. You want to say bye?
Hi, kitty cat.
Nicely done.
Oh,
What's your pincher?
so cute.
No. He just usually meows when you pick him up.
Oh.
Also, he smells of fish. His breath smells of fish, and it is a whole thing. It is a lot. It's fucking still lingering. It's still there. Right, let's just do this. Thank you, and goodbye.
Bye-bye.